And away we go. We are live. Back with the Commandos, Sir Patrick Quinlan.
Hi.
Hey.
Do you see what I posted in the message room?
Yeah. It's complete BS.
I avoid the drama. You bring it to my doorstep, like I'm not happy. 1627. Let me
Hey, there you go.
What's up, people? Yeah, we're back.
Hello.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, guys, and the link to the YouTube for this, if you could just post it on Twitter, because otherwise nobody's gonna know about it.
Can you post it quick in the chat in the channel?
Yeah,
I got it.
I'll put it in the Twitter chat. There you go.
Got it.
Yeah. So they got you for
Guns at 16 minutes.
guns at 16 minutes.
So because we showed probably Fusebox's drawing,
Oh
So-
shit.
a drawing of a pew pew, and somebody probably pulled the trigger.
Oh, you were talking about guns and designing guns.
Right. Yes, you did. Patrick mentioned the design of guns. Yo, somebody's targeting us. They're coming for us, man. Anything we say, this is fucking bullshit.
I'm posting about the stream right now, so if I'm not talkative, that's why.
Same.
Well, luckily nobody knows about my channel at all. So
Well, now we're posting about it, so they'll all know. Carbon.
So well, I mean, it's a catch-22. We could say whatever we want on here, and no one will hear it.
Yeah, I've heard about this. This happened to somebody else as well. I wonder if that's what happened to John Malin. To be honest, same thing. Talking about fictional universe with a pew pew, and boom, taken down. You can't even talk about fictional. Is this someone targeting us, or is this an automated?
This is targeting. This is distinctly targeting. We've had him on before. Nobody ever hit us.
It could be automated.
Have you sent him the link, by the way, Carbon? Sorry. Have you sent him the link, Ben?
I put the link in the to Fusebox.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If you need to send it. I can copy it and send it to him.
Yeah, I'll send it to him.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, guys. Yeah, go ahead and send it to whoever.
I got it. There he is. Forgot he wasn't in the Commandos. It's done. He should be in any moment.
I'm not happy. I'm very mad.
Well, this will make for a better show then.
This is what I do when I'm mad. I laugh and then I rub my hands together and think about how I'm gonna fucking ruin this person who tried to fuck.
Dude, it's got to be someone, because every fucking week we show people getting their heads fucking hacked
all kinds
off
of
and,
shit.
We do horror shit.
You know how many panels in my fucking comic book have firearms in them, and they're actually supposed to be real firearms.
How many comics have firearms in them, full stop? You know, just can't talk about that shit now. Then
No, it's absolute bullshit, man. Like, apparently, you're any grievance, they assume that you have a case, and they take down the stream and ask questions later. Is what it is, right?
Well, they took down the stream and nuked the whole fucking channel.
Yeah, they assume that the fucking plaintiff is correct. It's absolute bullshit.
Can I show? No, I'm not going to tempt the gods. I'm not going to tempt fate with a toy plastic chainsaw.
I don't know about Carbon. This is Carbon's channel now, so he can decide. But I feel like we should just continue the show as we always have. And if they nuke us again, then I don't know. But it's your channel, Carbon. I don't want to fuck with you.
No, I mean, dude, we should talk the way we always talk. Because honestly, like, that little bit that you said that caused somebody to be like, oh, I got something that I can, nuke them over. That was nothing, dude. Like, in comparison to what we say, I've said the most controversial shit probably out of everyone.
Hold on there, Carbon. I think I out-controversy you.
No, you're second place.
What?
But
Is that a challenge?
Yeah, we've said, crazy stuff. But, I mean, I'm not going to go nuts tonight. But, yeah. Obviously, we're not happy about this. It's not good that we're being targeted here. Because otherwise, we're going to have to clean this shit up and come up with, like code words for everything. Which I'm more than happy to do.
I'm not. I would rather switch to a platform that allows at least some semblance of freedom of speech. I get it. They don't want people to show guns. I think that's stupid. First of all, because there's gun tubers whose entire channels are built around showing fucking guns. But secondly,
this is like fictional universe.
It literally was a fucking cartoon picture of a sci-fi gun. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I don't.
Mad right now.
Don't be sorry, man. I mean, you're not Canadian. That's cultural appropriation. You could be taken down for that as well.
It's fucking mind-blowing. Mind-blowing.
Oh my God.
I mean, someone got to have done that on purpose. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I highly fucking doubt that the YouTube bot, whatever, the algorithm bot that scanned everyone's content, that highly doubt that.
This is the second ComicsGate channel that gets taken down for the same reason, folks.
Is it the same reason though? Was mailings the same?
I believe so. Like, I don't have a perfect memory, but I recall for the same pew-pews, another stream being taken down. I'm pretty sure it was mail-ins.
Patrick, do me a favor. I just replied on my own tweet with the YouTube link.
Yeah.
Can you retweet that? Just retweet that so that people see the link to the new stream.
Yes.
Because I feel like nobody knows.
I just posted about it, but I'll repost it. I'll post several times.
Yeah, but with the link specifically. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a coincidence that this past weekend we had Mike S. Miller and Dan Frega doing gay ops on Shane Davis. And, like, they're getting aggressive, dude. Like, they're getting very aggressive trying to destroy CG's reputation online and in person. Like, to the point where, like, I don't know if you guys saw the whole extent of Dan Frega confronting Shane.
I even heard the audio that Shane recorded.
Shane posted the audio, and Frega, he can't deny it anymore. With his whole, I didn't do shit. I came up to shake your hand. He's up there yelling at Shane, going, "Oh, fuck you, you're a fucking cunt."
He said, "I will F you up."
Yeah, he said, "I'll fuck you up." To the point, everyone around was like, "Hey, we gotta call security on this guy." Like,
yeah, it was Shane that said, "No, don't call security. Don't blow it up out of proportion."
Yeah. But look, I hold my stance. If you have a neck tattoo, if your whole neck is surrounded with tattoos, it's a sign that something's up with you, man.
Hang on. Why can't I? Did you delete that tweet, Patrick?
I updated
there's a new version. You fucking asshole.
Sorry. I wanted to include the picture so people saw.
I just typed a big fucking quote tweak. It took me fucking ages. And
copy and paste it.
I've gone back now because it wouldn't let me do anything.
Look, I'm sorry you're old and don't know how to copy and paste things. Okay,
I didn't know it was good.
Well, here's the question: if we watch the new Fantastic Four trailer, is that a bigger offense than us talking about whatever?
It's a copyright claim.
That's a copy. That's a copyright. It wouldn't be as bad, I don't think.
That annoys the shit out of me. We get that every week for showing trailers, promoting people, promoting movies and stuff.
We really need to go to Rumble, man. This is fucking retarded.
Yeah, we should have a backup stream on Rumble.
Yeah, that would do it. So that way, if it gets cut, you could just click the link to the Rumble stream.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do from now on.
I mean,
I'm
also,
sure the person is still. Oh my god!
it might be nice as well, like if we want to go into like more like different difficult topics or sensitive topics, we could just go, okay, that's the second half of the show. Let's move everyone to Rumble, and we can now talk about our favorite types of firearms or controversial things like that.
So
Why is freedom of speech so hard for people? I don't get this.
it's I mean, but
it's so
also
hard.
privately owned platform.
There's a war on right now, Patrick. The fifth
can you do?
generational war. They're attacking on all fronts. They can't attack the Constitution. They're trying to attack through the culture. It means.
Peter,
It's 'cause
I understand that concept that it's a privately owned company, but at the same time, privately owned companies still have to, at least in America, they should still have to operate by the laws of America. They shouldn't be able to discriminate based off of freedom of expression or sexuality or what. You've got a bunch of people who can say whatever the fuck they want about all kinds of things that I find offensive and would rather they not say on YouTube. But my opinions about certain subjects, I'm not allowed to talk about. So there's really no freedom of speech in that regard. At least within America, YouTube ought to be forced to operate by American laws. If they're taking American money.
Well, I mean, as a business,
I'm so mad right now.
as a business, technically they don't have to. I get that.
No.
But it's funny because every year the rules change. Because as we know, we went through the whole pandemic and everything. And every year of the pandemic, the rules of what you could say out loud kept changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It went from, you could be skeptical. And then once you're skeptical, oh, no, you can't do that anymore. And then if you're anti-Fauci, oh, hold on, that's a fucking crime now. And then at 2023, once it was revealed that the vaccines didn't, actually help, they were like, okay, you could start actually talking about it. So it's all fucking bullshit at the end of the day. It's all hypocritical nonsense.
Art Haida makes a good point. He says the private company argument goes out the window when you look at the deep ties those websites have to the government, which they do.
True. But
Yeah.
also,
Let's not mention
you agreed to the terms of service when you signed
we
it.
got Fusebox.
Oh, good.
What's up, Ben?
Oh lordy.
Yeah.
Sorry about that,
no.
y'all.
It's your fault.
How
That's
dare
all
you?
blame
Ben,
on
like,
Fusebox. Yeah.
How dare you have fictional weapons in your sci-fi pirate story, Ben? You see what you're doing to
It
us?
was also
The nerve.
I figured it was also the fact that I pointed out Big Boss. Oh crap, I did it again. Now they're gonna nuke this one.
Nuked.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Mally. Oh, man. Oh, God.
Well, it's me. It's because I turned up. My fault. They sold these guns.
Gosh.
No, I'm joking.
The funny part is, too, and I'm not trying to, denigrate us, but, like, we're lower on the totem pole. You know what I mean? Like, we're not, like, I don't know.
I mean, they got Ruby the other week.
You might be.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Patrick,
So it is your fault, Peter.
Patrick, you only have 800 subscribers, right?
Right.
And so the fact that you're being targeted now, we're being targeted, is nuts. Because that, for one, that proves that like somebody's paying attention, like we have an impact.
Yeah.
And as they say, like once you become successful, you make enemies. So like we're on the cusp of like becoming successful. So now they want to stop us. They want to stop this shit from going.
I've always remained out of these things.
These things come for you, Patrick. You're going to make enemies whether you
But
want
that's
it or
the
not.
thing is like you guys don't like the people who are doing this don't understand the kind of person that I am. Like if you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. I don't want any kind of conflict with anybody.
They don't want
When
to
you come after me, now we've got a problem. Now I have to respond. And so there will be responses. Just so you know. And those responses are going to be to people that may or may not be you. But if I just feel like they're associated with you, this is what's going to happen now. Like
are
I don't want to be this guy, but you made me do this now. Like
These
you
are-
struck a blow. I have to respond.
You sound
these
like
are
a mob
shit,
boss.
These are shit stirrers. They will come to make
Seriously.
trouble. They
Well,
want trouble. They
They
want
don't
fight.
understand that I am at my heart, at my core, a fucking troll. I love to see people and in their state of
Naked.
disarray. It's one of my favorite things. But I
Look.
don't like doing the dirty work. Now that you've brought me in, now I have to get my hands dirty.
The show is called ComicsGate Commandos. Okay, Patrick wears military gear. My name is the Colonel,
And I don't have underwear, so
Yeah, I know.
and we live in the United States where 2A is fucking king, dude.
Yeah.
So, and I have made no qualms or questionability about.
Let me throw a brick at the dog. Noisy fucker. Shut up.
It's such a British thing to say.
Like a fucking chainsaw.
Let me throw him. We actually can't hear him right now, Peter. I can't hear him.
You want to have mutual combat? Name
Brother,
the state.
Yeah, seriously.
Name the states in which mutual combat is legal. I will show up. You know what? At the border. I'll meet you on the interstate, on the highway.
pull up.
But anyway,
Pull
I
up.
think we need a palate cleanser. Let's watch this trailer. Let's
Yo,
watch
dog,
the
I heard you like fucking whatever.
let's watch the Fantastic Four.
Oh, this is gonna make me even more angry now.
Fantastic.
let's-
Oh,
Pumpkin.
stop it.
Let's calm down now, okay?
Famous around the world. Please welcome
Can you guys hear it?
the Fantastic Four.
Okay, good.
Mr. Fantastic. Invisible Woman. Human Torch.
I love you, Johnny.
And the Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the date.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon. Never late for Sunday dinner. Let's eat.
Hey,
what time is it? It's dinner time. Get inside.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
What is that? Get us out of here, Ben. Come on! Are we safe?
I don't know. The clock is ticking. We are going to find a solution. We are going to make it right.
You don't want to just crush him.
I like that. The four of us will face the danger. We will protect you.
That's connecting to something bigger than yourself. We'll face it together. As a family.
What time is it, Ben?
No.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't want to.
Say it!
Is it bad that I'm on Galactus's side?
Anything that gets Pedro Pascal off my fucking screen is
Yes.
by me. I just
So,
can't
Let me
anymore.
start out. Let me start out with this. There's a lot to talk about with this new trailer. Overall, I'm still excited for the movie. Overall, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think, I'm going to enjoy it. But so let me start out with this one item here. This is a crucial moment right here where he goes. They ask him, "Are we safe?" Right before they're about to launch into space, and he goes, "I don't know."
Mhm.
What do you guys feel about this? What do you guys feel about that decision for him to, as a leader, to say to everybody, "I don't know if you're going to be safe"?
I consider that emblematic of Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, well, that's true.
It's probably edited. It probably doesn't say that line to that question.
Maybe. I have a sneaking suspicion that this casting of the Fantastic Four is not going to be them for very long. I think that once Doomsday happens, I think that we're going to get a different version after that. And this is just a way to kind of introduce them again. Because Pascal's old. He cannot... He can't actually continue, being Mr. Fantastic for more than 10 years, I would say. 10, 15
Well,
years.
even within 10 years, though, you can squeeze out 3 movies in about 10 years. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it's possible that they could.
But
do
we're
it
not gonna see them again until 2027. That's 2 years from. I mean, that's already.
There's a good chance he'll die of monkeypox before then.
Yeah.
But Patrick, what do you think about that line though? Him saying, "I don't know." Reed Richards saying that.
Oh, I think Reed Richards saying it's okay. I don't really have a problem with that.
Really?
No.
Really?
Because, but see, like it's been cut out of context. I mean, I could see Reed Richards saying, "I don't know," and then immediately responding with like a paragraph of like all the variables, and then people are like, "Okay, all right."
Well, you're right about the context. It is possible that there's more. Chances are there's more. It's being presented in a way, though, of this like air of uncertainty. Pedro Pascal's kind of a beta male figure.
I think that this version of Reed Richards understands that the answer actually is no, and he can't say no.
Right.
I mean, they're totally fucked.
In terms of logic,
the planet.
In terms of a logical equation, if the answer is maybe, then it's actually no, right? Because if the possibility is no, then the answer is actually no. I don't like this. I'm gonna say it flat out. Like, I think that this is a bad move. It's a modern liberal take for the leader. They're already making him take the back burner, right? Because Sue is already the lead of the group. She's like the stronger character, right? So in a trailer, she's like the leader of the team, and Pedro's like taking the back burner. He looks scared. He looks weak, and then for him to go, I don't know. Honestly, like for a military leader to say that, that's not the way to go. You don't fucking go out to war and go, "Hey, look, everybody, you might all be dead tomorrow." You don't say that to the public.
Is he a military leader?
Well, technically, yes. I mean, they're fighters, right? They're going off to fight.
Yeah,
right?
But he's not a military leader, is he? He's just a fucking scientist, dude.
Well,
no,
but technically speaking, because this is in the 60s, that would mean that Reed was in World War II like he is in the comics.
Well, so, what I mean, they're defenders, though.
Not necessarily a military leader, but he was in the military, so maybe there's...
But the group, even if they're not military, you're right, they're not military, but it's a group of defenders, right? Like people are looking to them as defenders. So they're the group that's going to go out and be like, all right, we're going to protect you. People are looking up to them. And he goes, hey, I have no idea. I might blow up tomorrow. We might get fucking decimated.
I think that what we're experiencing here is the Reed has to decide if he's going to be honest with people, which is one thing that he always does with people as much as he can. Is just be straight up and honest. And also he's got to decide with, am I going to demoralize everybody? And I think he honestly thinks the answer is we're totally fucked. Galactus is going to destroy the planet. So he's got to say something that isn't, no, you're not going to be okay. But he can't lie. That's how I took it personally.
You're being forgiving.
I am.
I'm looking at it. My opinion, you need to be a strong leader, regardless whether it's military or not. It's going into space. The captain of the ship can't go out and say, hey, yeah, you're right. The ship might fucking capsize, but hey, let's just go out. Right.
I guess from my point of view, I thought of it more as like this is trying to up the stakes of how dangerous Galactus is, that it's like a guy who's normally cool and collected, who gives everybody the inspiring speech, he's kind of at a loss for words. And that it's meant to heighten the intensity and the stress. But I mean, I get what you're saying with all of that. I just, like just from a storytelling point of view, it's sort of like, okay, we're letting you know that Galactus is on a whole other level than anything they've seen before.
Well, that's true. That's a good point.
You're usually the positive one lately with trailers, Carbon.
Well, actually, I like this trailer a lot. I to be honest, I'm looking forward to this movie. But that one line stood out to me. I was like, that's not the way to go. But anyway, let other people talk. What do you feel about this, Patrick, with the clobbering time line?
I feel like the dude on the street has a better voice for the Thing than the Thing does. Like that guy, I want to hear him say all of the Thing's lines.
Just move the frame to the bit where they're flying at the end, where he's saying to him, say the line.
Oh, the beard thing. I know.
Oh, when they're flying.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on with?
Wait a minute.
This right here.
Are you saying like how is he? Are you saying like how is he holding him? Or are you saying the beard?
Both. Well, yeah, let's say both.
Okay,
with the beard.
the holding him thing, I'm gonna give. I thought that was actually kind of funny when I saw that because that's what he does in the comics. How the Human Torch picks things up. I have no idea. He's way too heavy, but he does it all the time in the comics. So I'm not gonna complain about that.
But this looks a little bit weird though.
But
what's going on with
the beard is strange. Yeah,
what's going on over here?
I'm guessing we're gonna have a comedy moment about the beard or something.
Yeah,
It'd
be best not to have a beard when he says his iconic line, though.
They did it in the comic. They did it in the comic as well. Like this is not an original idea.
Yeah, it looks gay and stupid.
The Thing in general, like his rocks growing out and that he has to shave them down. That's a common. That's something that happens.
Yeah.
His rocks growing out.
Yeah, if he didn't no, I'm serious. If he didn't groom himself, his rocks would grow out and he would look even worse than he normally does.
Wow.
Does that mean he'd have a massive granite
fist? Yes, he does already.
That's a good problem to have. I think that's a good problem to have.
Just to be clear, his skin is rock. Underneath all that, he's not made of rock. Like he's not a regular dude.
You're saying a little rock flap opens up and the Thing's beam pops out. Is that what happens?
What if, dude?
Kind of like a dog.
Like it might be gun on his leg.
That's the one thing that's not rock on him.
It's clobbering time.
He's all soft.
I mean, yeah, obviously they went for like the self-aware. Like I have mixed feelings.
If he's made of rock, why is his uniform so fucking smooth and muscular and not rock-like?
Right, like there's no bumps on.
I love it.
There's no bumps on his suit at all.
He looks great. You guys are wrong.
His suit
Other than the beard. The beard is strange. I get it.
You're right, Peter, because if you look at his shoulders, if you look at his arms, they're all round and soft, and
he looks so good.
There's no bumps or anything rocky about him.
Oh man.
I mean, honestly, overall, I'm happy with the way he looks. The whole like being self-aware about the clobbering line. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously like a move like to avoid like being criticized for being cheesy.
Yeah,
like they do that in modern movies.
They did it. They did it in the first Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, where it's we're gonna be self-aware about the cliche line.
Typical Marvel humor as well.
Well, let's be honest. It's clobbering time in our modern sensibilities is not like the coolest thing a dude could say, but it is classic. You gotta love it.
It's just catchphrase.
I do have to say, Mr. Fantastic, the way they decided to use his stretching abilities is very good.
Yeah,
because it's not over the top, right? Like it's subtle and it doesn't look goofy. Like he's using it sparingly, right?
You know why?
Well, yeah, because otherwise it'd look ridiculous.
Tell us, Peter.
Because it's fucking cheaper. It's just fucking cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper to keep him human shape.
Bro, come on. They had a scene in Fantastic Four 2, Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I know, but
where he literally used his arms to like at a bachelor's party to like wrap the girls
Can
up.
we talk
It's
about
not about cheap.
And it's also about this embarrassed thing about fucking superheroes and shit. It's like, how long did it take us to get Wolverine in the proper costume? That kind of
thing. But Peter, honestly, like, I always hear about CG effects being expensive, but like, I don't get it. Why is it so expensive? Like, the artists
not so much anymore, I suppose, because they could just AI it, which most of it probably is AI.
Well, that's true too, right? But like,
it's because they changed their Carbon. It's because they changed their minds so often that the CG artists have to do multiple takes of stuff nowadays. So they have to be able to react quickly to changes from higher up. But can we talk about the Silver Surfer?
I'll start.
Go on.
I loved her voice. It was awesome. I love that line she delivers about heralding Galactus. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it stupid that it's not Norrin Rad? Yes. Is it blatantly like a very like modern Hollywood move? Yes. But
why is it wearing fucking makeup?
So it can be hot.
Right,
it's
exactly.
It's a goth.
Thank you, Ben. Exactly.
It's a goth Silver Surfer. And why does she? Why does she have hair though?
So it can be hot.
So you know it's a girl.
Do you think?
I mean, otherwise they'd have to give her a pink bow.
You guys think she looks hot? Seriously?
I do. I would. That's my favorite part of the trailer.
I mean,
Ben,
I'm not really seeing anything hot here, but
I mean, and she's honestly not really the Silver Surfer, is she? She's more like the tarnished fucking stainless steel surfer.
Kind of like she's what Jennifer Lawrence could have been.
She is a stainless steel surfer. It's a very good thing.
Stainless steel surfer.
Fucking Pakistan steel surfer. But
I would have said pewter, but no one knows what pewter is.
I have to say,
I know what pewter is. I love pewter.
Yeah, pewter. No, I have to admit, like, at first I wasn't liking the whole thing with the Silver Surfer in this movie. It's gradually grown on me to the point where I'm not hating it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I still don't like it, but like I've grown to accept it where it's not that bad. Even with the whole like the asexuality, where they decided to not make her hot, because
she is
obviously hot. No, stop it.
Well, no, so
it's obvious that hold on. There's a deliberate choice for her to not really be hot. Her body is not voluptuous.
She's still hot. I get Ben's side, but you're right that they purposefully reduce her voluptuousness for sure.
No, she has this asexual nature to it, and I don't mind it. I understand the choice, is what I'm saying.
Does anybody else feel the way I do? That like if her hair, when she like moves around, if her hair like goes clunk 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 and like makes metal noises, like that you'd be all right with it.
I mean, it looks like a plastic mold of hair. It doesn't look like
no, but like if it made a noise though, like would you be all right with it?
Yes.
See,
no.
Ben is simping for Silver Surfer so much right now.
I need something to cling to because I'm honestly not excited about this movie at all. Like,
personally,
very good. That was a good one, dude. I need something to cling to.
That
was very good,
personally.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still would, obviously. I mean, I'd smash it until my pelvis broke, but
damn,
there you go.
That'd be quick too. She's made of metal.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The metal would destroy me. But you know what I'm looking forward to the most? I feel like Galactus is going to look awesome.
Yeah,
because they're teasing him so much.
Look at this. Like, if you pause it right there, it almost looks like he's a city unto his own right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like those tiny little lights that makes him look so cool.
Have we heard him speak yet?
No.
Yeah, I think once.
No,
I'm pretty sure.
Because it's going to be fucking Paulie Shore or some fucking weird cunt.
No. Peter,
some weird fucking voice.
Peter, he's got a great voice. He's the guy who did the Green Knight, the most recent Green Knight.
Oh,
he's a British actor. He was in The Office, amongst other things. He's actually really good. I listened to his voice and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, he's
Wait,
great.
Who does he play in The Office?
He plays one of the guys who replaces
Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, being in the office is not an accolade. That's
No,
like,
I'm just giving an example of like where he's from is what I'm saying.
Ralph Ineson.
Yes, Ralph Ineson. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's got a great voice.
yeah, but in this day and age with audio effects, like and everything, like
Yeah.
you don't need to have an impressive. Anybody could.
Well,
do it,
apparently you do because the thing sounds like shit in this movie.
That's a stylistic choice, though.
It's horrible.
Stylistic choice.
It's
It's cinematic.
You sound more LA than Salty and Savage, and they're LA as fuck.
Okay, I get you, but it's not that bad, Patrick. It could have been
No,
worse.
it is that. It is literally that bad. It is
could've been.
maybe on a scale of 1 to 10. It is maybe one step better than the travesty that was the Fan Forestic movies thing. His voice was horrible, and then this one is like slightly better, just because the actor I think is a better actor. But the thing isn't
okay.
all like he ought to.
I would put it on a scale of like, a rating scale. I would just say it's acceptable. It's acceptable enough.
Huh. I would say it's one step beneath acceptable.
All right, so it's unacceptable according to you.
Yes, but like ever so slightly. You know what I'm saying?
The major reason I'm not excited about this at all is because, like, in a lot of cases, I can separate art from artist and all that. I can ignore how much I don't like an actor in order to enjoy a performance. But in Pedro Pascal's case, I cannot. Like, I'm sick of looking at this guy. And I don't want to see him in a superhero thing. I don't want to see him in Last of Us. I don't want to see him at all.
And he doesn't want to see us at all either. Like, he wants us all dead according to his politics.
Yes.
Well, the funny thing is with Pedro Pascal, this is kind of like his swan song, right? In terms of being in the public light, like, because this is a big production. This is a big movie. Everyone's going to see it.
Yeah, I mean,
and
maybe
so it's either going to be his last. It's either going to be his last thing you'll ever see him in, or it could turn the tide and go, hey, well, and redeem him and say, you know what, he's not that bad. Maybe we can still see him. I feel like it's going to be one or the other with that.
I'm hoping for the former.
It won't be, because he's in everything. Even if he's not a star of something, he'll just fucking randomly turn up in a movie, and that'll be the whole movie ruined for me. It's like, fuck off, go. I actually loved that episode of The Last of Us where they killed him off, just because they beat the holy snot out of that cunt. It was great.
The most hated moment in video games became a beloved moment in television.
Wait, go back to that Carbon, please. That shot. I love this shot.
This is the baby?
Yeah, I really, really, really like this shot.
It's very sweet. Yeah, it's
every
very
time
sweet.
I see Sue acting motherly, I'm like, yeah, that's right. You got it.
Well, this is winning over the female audience, right? Because
it
women
should win over people who like Sue Storm as well. I mean, just in general, like she is a mother and a superhero.
And this is the first transgender child in a Hollywood movie as well. So it's groundbreaking.
Stop.
Well, it's also a nice change of pace from the usual female trope that we've been seeing of like women who are like, oh, having kids is chaining me down. I need to be strong and an asshole to everybody.
She's stoked about being a mother. That's awesome. That's so.
You're 100%.
I wonder how all this is going to play out with the Hollywood media and stuff, with it being such a big thing about family.
Well, they're going to call her a clump of cells, probably.
I mean, Ben, you're right. As a change of pace, it is very refreshing to see family. Well, at the very least, being a woman and having a child and not aborting that child. This is very refreshing to see. Like,
well, they also look at the moment a woman has a child, like her whole life is over, right? All of her autonomy, it's all done now, and it's like, no, that's not how it is.
But it's safe to do
Otherwise,
this in
Your
this
entire
case
life is
because
over.
it's safe. It's safe to
For
do
years.
this. It's safe to do this in this case because it's in the fictional era of the 50s.
Right. Right. The fictional, right?
Yeah.
Can you believe how crazy people were back then, having children in loving, stable family relationships?
Yeah, back in the 50s, birth control wasn't rampant, right? And as well as abortion. Couples had babies, and they decided to keep that child and raise it.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, and now
Yeah, what was
we're
wrong
heading
with them?
towards
God.
fucking extinction is where we're headed right now.
Now we're heading towards the point where women say that men inseminating them is nutting in my gut. that's how bad we are.
The most
right
beautiful romantic thing I've ever heard.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Wow, poetry. Shakespeare couldn't have
Not
done better.
But anyway, I think we've fleshed out this trailer pretty thoroughly.
Oh man, I'm super stoked. Honestly, this trailer could have turned me away, as every trailer does. You know, it can turn you away. I feel like the Superman trailers have made me more like,
Oh yeah,
I'll still watch it, but
on my last show, I was talking with some folks, and we were talking about that clip they released on Superman of him and Lois doing the back and forth. And I was just like, "Oh God, here we go again with the cheesy, stupid humor of like, oh, what's wrong with my tie?" Like, I'm so tired of that ridiculous non-comedy passing as like, "Oh, this is so funny."
Yeah.
It's funny in its context, but outside of its context, it becomes like. The Avengers was a great movie, and I would never change it in any way. But Joss Whedon's humor belongs primarily in like TV shows, I guess is the best way to put it.
I wouldn't have a problem with it if they weren't hitting us over the head with it so much. Like, it's like after Guardians of the Galaxy, that was like the mainstay of like every Marvel thing. It's like every time a dramatic thing happens, we got, well, no, say something funny.
Right.
But this movie actually looks like it can be enjoyable, whereas Superman is a total turnoff for me. Like, I am going to see Fantastic Four. I'm looking, I think it's going to be a mix, but I think it's going to be generally a good time. I'm not even interested in going to see Superman.
Do you guys feel, it seems to me that Fantastic Four is not going to have, I assume, just from statistically speaking, that it's going to have as much Marvel quippage as the next movie. But it seems from the trailers that it's not like that.
I think we're going to get most of it from the Thing.
Superman is much more.
The stuff between Johnny and the Thing, I think that'll be it. And maybe
that'll be fine, because that's what they do all the time,
Well, I think you're right, Patrick, because from what we've seen so far already, the Superman stuff that we've seen, it's all quips, like, right? Like, as a companion to every scene that looks decent, there has to be a quip.
There's a quip, right?
Like, so even if it's serious, so it's like, I'm bleeding to death. Oh, but it's funny that I'm bleeding.
Dude, when he says my eyes are up here, what man says that? Seriously,
I've actually said that before, but they stole my joke.
I'll repeat what I said. What man says that?
They stole my joke.
That's the new dating meta. When you're on a date with a girl, hey, eyes up here.
Hey, eyes up here, lady. Yeah.
Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. Eyes up here.
You go. Look, I fucking love you, you bitch.
Ben, are you sharing something? What is this?
Oh, I was just sharing the poll from yeah. Oh, wait, wrong thing.
Patrick likes to share.
I'm gonna. Wait.
Good one, Peter. Let's see if this gets Carbon's channel taken down.
Yeah, maybe they thought I was waving guns around.
All right, yeah, get your guns out. Get your guns out. Get your guns out, like Johnny Scab says. Yeah, you know what? Shoot it on camera. Get the pistol out.
Get your guns out. Yeah, I remember Johnny saying that. Get your guns out.
But yeah, I fixed it.
Are you ready, Ben? What is this shit?
See if the stapler confuses them.
Well, this was
That might do it, Peter. Don't tempt him.
So this was
What
the
is this?
poll I put up when I was asking what folks would like for a 2K stretch goal.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like number 1 is a date with Ben, which, you know, who
I
could
voted
blame
for
him?
that as well.
I nobody could blame you for that. But issue 3 preview is the winner. So if we can hit 2K, I'm going to do a little issue 3 preview to throw in with everybody's orders. But also,
the date,
you know,
the date one though, that was the
The
number
date
one,
one
though.
though. See, that's funny you say that the issue 3 preview one, because it was actually the date with you that won. So now, like, what do you like? I'm going
to go out
No.
with everybody on the backer list. But here's the thing, guys.
You're not gonna be able to walk anymore.
I'm
Ben.
not. Well, no. Hey, whoa. I am not that kind of guy. All right. You buy me dinner and you take me out.
Right.
Show me, you know, and eyes
We
up
already
here.
bought the dinner.
Can I have a second date with Ben, not the first date with Ben?
My eyes
Careful,
are
Patrick.
up here.
Brittany
There's
might
more
be
to
listening,
me
you know.
than just my. There's more to me than my awesome physique.
I don't care about.
I'm
the
taking
more
this
dude.
down
I
before we
only
go
care about your
further.
physique.
don't want to go further on this. But yes,
Oh man.
yes, back Ben's project, Outlaw Knights. At some point, if you want to pull that up, Ben, feel free.
Just don't show any guns.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have.
Yeah,
I
and
have
we're not going to
with a-
discuss any firearms.
There, one of the pages has a firearm on it, so we might want to skip past that one.
You know what? If you pull up the page, we could just have it at the top of the site, right? Where it's just like, you know, the dollar amount and the main
Yeah.
image, and let's not scroll down just in case. Yes, we could.
This
yeah,
is
we
so
could do
sad.
that. Well, until we figure out what's going on, because there's a backlash going on, you know. And I've noticed this too, because it's almost, I feel like YouTube, they were like heavy on censorship a few years ago, and then they lightened up once like the cultural zeitgeist was like, okay, this is gay to be this stringent. They lightened up, right? And then now I feel like they're tightening up again. Right? Are you seeing that, Frederick?
I mean, I'm only seeing it with CG. Like, if this could be definitely a targeted thing. Like, if someone does a complaint, YouTube might have to respond to it, taking it seriously.
Yeah, it's like, when they discover a little fucking loophole or some little fucking, you know.
Unbelievable, man.
It's happened before with you know, different things where people that hate us, they find a tiny little fucking loophole or some way of doing something, and you know,
Like it's the exact same thing that Malin was taken down for last week. So this might be the same person. This might be this whole like pseudo war with CG, because CG is making a lot of money and it's actually changing the culture right now. And a lot of people don't like that kind of thing happening outside of their control.
CG changed the culture during the pandemic, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, everybody who found CG, most of them between 2020 and 2023 was like, obviously there was comic fans, but outside of the comic fans, it's like people who found a community where everybody actually just said whatever they thought. And that's why the other day I said on a stream that CG is more, it really is more than comics. Like, I love comics. I'm big on art and media, but to a lot of people in the chat, I know this, like, they love the fact that everybody's just speaking their mind and not holding back and telling it like it is, you know, when it comes to the bullshit that's out there.
Yep.
I'm distracted by Frederick's panels here.
Thank you. I'll give you a zoom in here since
let me figure out how to make this.
Patrick's gone. It's okay. You can show boobs.
Yeah. No, that's why
without him fainting.
He wouldn't allow it if he was still on, you know. I'm
still figuring out. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. This is page 22 of 24, guys. I'm like at the last stretch. So this is going to be in the hands of my colorist pretty soon. I told them to be gentle. So we'll see. I think it's going to come out beautiful.
That's really nice, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it, man. I'm thrilled. I'm looking forward to writing the next one, man. It's like the end of one is just the beginning of the next one too. And
yes,
yeah.
indeed.
I'll show you what.
How much more you got?
Oh, this is an ongoing series. Like I could go for 50.
Well, no, I mean like for the first book, right? Because you're.
Oh,
you
this is yeah. I'm doing a short 24, so I'm doing like the floppy size. So
and when do you think that's going to be done?
I'm going to be done with the inks of this like in probably a week. So it's going to be on the hands of my colorist after that, and I'll be like prepping the book while my colorist is doing the pages. So probably by the end of the summer, it's going to be done. I'm going to be working on the campaign like starting next month, and next month is in like next week. So starting next week, I'm working on the campaign, prepping the stuff. I got to do a trailer. I already have a song for it. I'm going to need like my colorist to do like some of the later pages before I can do the full trailer though. But yeah, probably by the end of the summer, I'll have a full campaign ready to go.
Nice.
So you're pretty much you're about ready to go on this.
Yeah, in the large scale of things, yes. Yeah. So
nice, man.
I'm freaking excited, dude. Like I've been like I was saying earlier in the stream, I've been working like crazy since this weekend. I've been nonstop inking until I can't in the evenings, and I'm just looking forward to making it to the end of the finish line. It's so exciting. And everything's done in the lettering. So I got the lettering worked out in the penciling stage as well. So everything that's being inked is brought up into those files and then replaced by the colors. So the lettering's already been verified by my beta readers. I'm going to do a second run through as well. If you want a beta read, let me know. I'll be happy to have more eyes on it as well. But that's where I'm at with it. Super.
Do you have I'm sorry, Frederick. Do you have a sign-up page?
Yeah, it's on ratelcomic.com. I can pull it up if you want.
Yeah, pull it up so that we could show that and have people sign up and get on the mailing list, because I know that's a good introduction.
Yeah,
to the launch coming up. Yeah, and this is honestly, I think this is going to be good. Obviously, I'm going to back it, Ratel.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it looks solid. And I like the concept. And it's our brother, our CG brother over here.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. And it's also going to be like uniquely, it's going to be on a Fund My Comic, obviously, but also on something you've never heard of called Geyser, because I'm going to be doing a crowdfunding in Bitcoin as well. Since I've got like 1 foot in CG and 1 foot in the Bitcoin community, I'm going to have some exclusives that are in Bitcoin as well. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know much about Bitcoin and the whole crypto game, but if you can give me tips on how I can become rich, by all means, let me know.
Dude, I started a little stream. Like if you follow my channel, I've got one stream up already where I kind of like do an EFAP of some good info material. So check that out if you're curious. You're going to learn something for sure.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I've got the.
So I want to bring up a video that
I've got the page shared down here if you want to.
Fuck me, my headphones are dying. Give me a second. I was about to bring up a video clip. Probably the biggest controversial video clip from the past week, and we mentioned it briefly before. And I feel like it's relevant because it is relevant because tonight we're being targeted by people who want to take down our stream. They want to destroy CG, right? And these are the same people who are showing up at cons too now. They're taking it in person. They want to fucking destroy us in person, incriminate us. And I know it's going to happen to me in person once I show up. And once the Commandos show up in person to a con, we're going to have a whole group of haters. So we got to be ready. So that's why this is very relevant. I don't know if everybody's seen this, but we got to look at this. Shane Davis this past weekend was at the Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina, and was confronted by a Mr. Dan Frega. And as we all know, Dan Frega confronted Shane a few months ago at another con, and had a man-to-man talk with him, so to speak, in order to call him out on his behavior in CG, bullying his Cenobite, his fat Cenobite friend.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and that ended. They had a chat, but now Frega's not satisfied. He wasn't satisfied with that chat, and he wants more. So he approached Shane again. Said, "Hey," he went, "Shake my hand." He's pulling bullying tactics, the classic shit. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm, pretending to be friendly. We've all seen it. We're guys. We know what people do. But let's watch this where Shane plays the actual audio recording from the confrontation.
Here is the snippet of the audio from the confrontation. And the reason I'm having issues with this is I basically had to ask people not to call security on Dan after this. Now, what you're going to hear is a heated debate where I'm talking about how, because of the stuff he's acting like leading up to cons, South Carolina Comic Con, and even at the con, where somebody's recording behind my booth and posting videos out online coming up to my booth, that this type of stuff keeps my wife from going to cons because she is a co-creator of the books that we're putting up at cons. That's why she even will go. She signs these books. People know Yanzi. She works on this stuff.
Guys keep making your bullshit content that doesn't exist.
Right. Okay.
I'm being aggressive with you now, and you can totally fucking make content out of this. Tell people I called you a fucking cunt.
Okay.
Because I'm calling you a cunt.
Everything's documented, dude. It's
I don't
fine.
care. You're a fucking cunt.
Okay.
Dude.
Everything's
What you
documented.
did was wrong.
Okay.
What you did was wrong, Shane.
Okay.
Yeah, believe it.
Dan, here's my read.
Here's your read. What is it?
My read is my wife didn't come because of the shit you pulled.
Shit I pulled. What shit
Online.
did I
Talk
pull?
about, I'm going to see you at a con.
Okay, and then
So
you
my wife
saw me
doesn't
be
even
very
come.
peaceful in SC.
She
And I
doesn't
said-
come to these cons.
No, whatever. Don't
Okay.
talk about your wife. You actually
Dude,
disrespect your wife every night with your streams, guys.
Okay, well, anyways, you see all these books
They're
here?
beautiful.
Yeah,
I
and
keep
whose
telling you.
names are on them?
Both.
No. Okay, and guess who's not coming?
Shane,
Okay.
what are you trying to do, though?
I'm not trying to do anything.
Guess what? My kids aren't here because of you.
Well, dude,
My
I mean,
kids didn't want to
where's
be
your
here because of
crowdfunding
you.
books on your table, man?
Ooh, oh, I'm
Okay.
gonna fuck you up.
Hey,
What's
dude,
gonna happen?
what's going on?
What's gonna happen?
Hey, how are you?
What is gonna happen after the book comes out? I'm gonna talk to him for a little bit.
You okay, Dan? No, I'm not saved. You can stand right there, Dan. You can stand right
You did
there.
some terrible stuff last night. Fuck you.
So what happened there is once Dan said, I'm going to fuck you all.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
Dan's not fucking well. There's something going on. Something's happened.
Yeah.
Something's fucking happened. I think when he was in hospital, there was some medication shit going on. He was probably given medication to take home with him. And then he's a fucking idiot. So he was smoking his weed, doing all his coke and shit as well as the fucking. I think that's what happened. And he's fucked his head. That's what I think. And I think all his retarded fucking friends kind of goading him on to do this kind of shit. Plus,
I'm
he's
inclined
one
to
of
agree
those.
with you.
He's one of those Hollywood hippity hoppity fucking thinks he's a gangster motherfucker. But dude, you're a fat old fucking white dude. Piss off. Literally a fat old white dude. Chill the fuck out. You ain't fucking Tupac, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, even Tupac's not Tupac.
Well, no.
Tupac was a closet homosexual.
Oh, they all are.
Pretended
Much
to be a
like-
gangster.
Allegedly, much like allegedly Dan Frigate. Allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
The entire persona was crafted by the Small Hats as a psyop to subjugate. Well, let's not get into it. But anyway,
Dan's persona? Oh God.
Tupac had a persona? What?
no, talking about rap, gangster
Was he
rap.
like a fucking
I
dog
do
or
know-
a fucking cat?
I do know that Tupac went to college and I think he studied ballet.
What'd you say? Fusebox?
well-
you went out there.
Oh,
I
I said I'm pretty sure that he went to college. Tupac went to college and studied ballet while he was there.
I'm going to Google this shit. I don't believe this.
Tupac went to a high school in New York City for the performing arts. I think it was LaGuardia.
Do you know what? He's absolutely fucking correct.
Yeah.
Well, I always
Tupac was also a ballet dancer. During his time at the Baltimore School for the Arts, he studied ballet, acting, poetry, and even performed as the Mouse King in the Nutcracker Ballet.
That's why he was so nimble on stage.
Look, that just scared the shit out of Patrick. He's fucking gone.
Oh no.
Patrick's world has been destroyed.
He said, "This is too hot. This is too hot for me. I gotta jump off."
Yeah. Galactus ain't destroying no world. Tupac's destroying Patrick's world with his ballet nonsense.
Yeah, the Small Hats, the destroyer of worlds. But back to the topic of this video with Dan Frega going psycho mode, pretty much, because like this is full on psycho mode. Like you're caught fucking.
It's been encouraged by the fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Like, Dan, you're the best. You're the big man. You're the hippity hoppity gangster motherfucker. Go on, Dan, do it, Dan, do it. I wouldn't stand for him like brushing you off like that, Dan. You fucking go and
Yeah.
You fucking smell of giggling and
the night before, Smiller was laughing in his ear. Yeah, they're laughing at you. They're laughing at you, Dan.
Smell and Boyette like fucking Beavis and Butthead in the background behind them. Yeah, get him, Dan. Fucking assholes. Not all of them. Fucking assholes.
But honestly, like I don't know if I should be surprised anymore because we're talking about grown men here, like guys in their 40s.
Exactly. Fucking adults.
Yeah,
Jesus,
guys in their late 40s with families too, like guys with children, with wives and children, and you're showing up at a con and you're gonna walk up and act like it's the Wild West, like it's fucking showdown at high noon.
Yeah, but come on, Dan doesn't and never really has. From what I know, I don't know the guy that well. Only what I see with my own eyes, you know. Dan doesn't really live in the fucking real world. Never really has.
Why? Because he lives in San Diego.
Well, because he listens to fucking hippity hop. No, because he's a fucking Hollywood fucking twat.
Oh, the Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, and I'm going to be very direct about this. When you smoke weed frequently, it does affect your mind state.
This is exactly what I said on fucking X the other day. I said, it's drug-induced psychosis. That's what it's called.
Yeah, man. Like, and people say the same thing about alcohol, right? Like, they say, if you're, they call people a drunk. Like, if you're a drunk all the time, you get wet brain and shit. Yeah, and it's true. Like, you're a drunkard. The same goes for weed. Like, if you're smoking weed all the time, there's no term for it. Well, I guess a pothead. You're pretty much a pothead. But it does affect your personality. I've seen it firsthand in my life. I've known guys who were completely different before they were smoking weed all the time. You know,
and add to that he could be on medication from this operation as well. Like,
it
could be a whole cocktail.
Yeah. It doesn't take just to make the wrong fucking synapse go the wrong fucking, fire in the wrong way. And you're fucked.
Yeah, Vicodin or OxyContin, that's not something to play around with. And I know firsthand because I have played around with it. So I know that you shouldn't play around with it because, that will fuck you up. Even though they're just pills, like you're in a completely different mindset. So if you're taking Vic and you're smoking weed and you're drinking, like it's not the same at all. And you're prone to some psycho shit. Like most of these cases that you hear of like guys like doing some crazy shit and suddenly like ending up on the 6 o'clock news, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like suddenly doing a crime, right? And like wilding out. It's because they're doing
he was
this.
He was such a quiet man.
Yeah, exactly.
One of those, And of course, this is all just conjecture, and we're just guessing and just sharing opinions. We're not saying any of this is true.
Well, I mean, at the same time, we are aware though that Dan has talked about
allegedly.
No, but he has talked about smoking weed though.
Yeah,
we know that he smokes weed. So chances are, I mean, given his history, chances are is that he still smokes weed, and who knows what the cocktail is. And
you got let Patrick back in, I think.
Oh, my bad. Is he here?
It says in the back from 4 minutes ago.
Why am I not seeing this?
Unless you're saying that's where he wants it.
Oh no.
Because he's a twink.
Oh no.
Allegedly. Oh no. Allegedly. Allegedly. He's a twink.
Apparently I can scroll down. You see, I'm new to this whole thing. All right, here we go.
You son of a bitch. Throwing me right under the bus.
In the back. The backstage, the green room.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, at least I get my work done on time, Peter,
What?
What
are you talking about?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Are you insinuating I don't get my work done on time?
I'm just fucking with you.
That's fucking fighting talk.
Patrick, what's your take on this whole thing that we've been talking about?
Oh my God. I said it on Salty Stream last night. Like, if a man has told you that he doesn't really want to have anything to do with you, just leave him alone. Like, you're not going to convince him that he wants to have something to do with you. So this whole conversation was like the most pathetic attempt to be like, have something to do with me. And Shane's like, I don't want to. And that's what this is. This whole thing is a cringy conversation between a man who desperately desires, I don't know if acceptance is the word, forgiveness, acceptance, or
relevance
to admit that Shane was wrong. But the whole thing is just pathetic.
I think it's just.
Hold on, guys. We got some very special guests over here.
Oh shit!
Very special guests, and luckily I know how to work this gizmo. Mr.
It's Gizmo.
Vaughn
Klaus,
the Vonster.
What's up, Vaughn?
Hey guys.
Hey,
It's damn fine to see all of you. How you doing?
Man.
Here he comes with this trailer voice.
In a world with a man on the edge of the edge.
We also have another special guest.
Time. Say it's clobbering time.
I was yelling that earlier today because of the new trailer.
Guys, we have another guest. Mrs. Katie did.
She did indeed.
Apparently. Oh, wait a minute. Son of a bee.
Yeah, you told me that on.
I got a 6-person limit.
Yep.
Fusebox, we're gonna have to say goodnight to you, my friend.
Oh. Okay.
But it was nice having you on, bro. And obviously, you're always welcome.
Fusebox, I'll have you on the 69th edition of the Commandos if you're free next week.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about all this shit because I have like a 10 people limit, but Carbon hasn't shelled out for the,
It's all good.
Frankly, you're fucking up the ratio, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, Fusebox. I plan on next week though. If you're available next week, I'm gonna have you on again. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Well, before you go, Fusebox, we obviously you had this pulled up. Let's take a look at your campaign. Why is nothing working anymore?
StreamYard.
Oh, I need to. Okay, this is all fucking retarded now.
Oh, Carbon.
Oh,
It's not working the way I want it to.
Right.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Outlaw Nights.
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
You want me to do my spiel?
Yeah, do
or-
your spiel, my friend. Yeah, before you head out.
Well, Outlaw Nights, this is issue 2 of about 10 issues. This takes place in the 31st century. Humanity has begun colonizing into outer space, and history is very much repeating itself as the nations of Earth are at each other's throats, competing over territory and resources. It's a chaotic, hectic time period to be alive, and crime is on the rise because the governments of Earth have assumed very authoritarian styles of governing, but the farther out into space you go, the less of a grip they've got. So it's a time of revolution and it's a time of crime. So, piracy is a booming. And in the midst of all this, we have our main character, Cyrus Lawson, who has had a rough go of it in his young life and has settled on a small, insignificant, out-of-the-way colony called Therese. And he's joined the colony guard there, but he's not really expecting a lot of trouble. Because, I mean, have any of you heard of Therese?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I have.
It's where you cuss
Oh,
randomly.
Oh, well then.
You told me
Okay,
about
well,
it when I had you on the channel earlier.
well, then it's not as unknown as
And
it
on my
was
show as well.
before.
Like you heard a lot about it this month.
Well, then it's not as unknown as it was before, but it's still pretty unknown, and there's nothing really of value there. Well, almost nothing, because right from the get-go of issue 1, the pirates of the ship Hazard invade his settlement looking for a special piece of data, and this data is going to lead to a treasure that everybody and their mothers got their eyes on. So this is the ultimate rat race in the making. We're talking pirates, bounty hunters, companies, nations, criminal organizations, you name it, they want it. So,
what is it?
It's
I
a
can't-
70s vintage porn video.
Look, I can't
Have a lot of treasure
reveal
then.
I can't reveal everything about the book.
Right. So it's a mysterious treasure.
I can't tell you what it is. You have to read it, you know.
It's like the One Piece. We're never gonna know what that shit is.
Oh, this is way better than One
Oh,
Piece.
Vaughn, please.
Oh.
You're not a One Piece fanboy, are you?
No, I don't watch that one.
Oh,
No,
thank
Vaughn's not gay like that.
God. I was
No,
about
I
to
like
say.
violence. I like violent anime.
My main character doesn't look like a deranged psychopath with spaghetti arms.
Okay. What does he look like?
He looks like
Oh.
a guy who holds a gun that gets streams knocked down.
yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not
Snipered out?
scrolling down. I
Mm.
can't scroll down because if I do, there's a good chance we'll get reported.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Trailer?
No, it was the gun. It was
Hey,
literally the gun
eyes-
in
Yeah,
Yeah.
eyes up here.
He's
Don't
good.
scroll.
No, I'm
Don't
sorry.
scroll down. Eyes up here,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Keep your eyes.
Don't look down
eyes
there.
up here.
Keep it
I mean,
up.
if
That's
you
what
wanna
Superman
go
was
on-
trying to do. He was trying to save us from getting struck.
Yeah.
That's very, very thoughtful.
If you want to go on the campaign link page on your own, I highly
You
recommend
will
it.
see awesome guns, guaranteed.
But yeah, the
Yes.
issue 2 is basically kicking off where our boy has been kidnapped by these pirates, and so now he's getting a firsthand look at the underworld of the 31st century, and they're being pursued by a badass, awesome imperialistic pirate hunter. So we have got guns blazing, and we are just kicking it off.
Great. I'll check it out.
Very nice. Indeed.
Very cool. Very good, Ben.
People should.
I
it out.
love it. Everybody back this. Everybody who's hearing this,
Mhm.
Outlaw Nights is badass. Ben knows what he's doing.
So-
He's a big Lord of the Rings fan. He's
Oh, yeah.
okay in my book. He's a mensch.
Sweet.
No, you're trying to get him to sell things, Carbon, not sell things. You can't
He's an
call him
Uber
Ben.
mensch.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And we're down again.
I
Right.
understood that.
No, but so you're at approximately about 13, 14 right now, $100 on the combined Fund My Comic and Indiegogo campaigns. We got to get that to 1,500 minimum, folks. I would say 1,700. I think we can get to 1,700, but we can get there. We just got to do a little bit of a push here. So
we need to get to 10 billion.
$10 billion. Yes.
No pressure.
No, yeah, easy. When you figure out how to get that much, let me know.
You know what we should do? We should go on to channels like John's Dong Box. Then we can get $10 billion. That'd be easy on his channel.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, sorry. Starting the drama.
Here we go. Here we fucking go.
Hold on. I went on his channel 2 weeks ago and I didn't get 10 billion.
Oh, well, that's because you're CG. You don't understand. You got to say you're not CG first.
They don't like us.
I will never
They're all,
say
turning
that,
into these
Patrick.
crazy
You know me,
bullies
CG for
lately.
life.
I went on his channel to promote one of our books, and we made over $100,000.
Wow.
American?
Huh. Well, I'm
right.
So,
Filipino
Mr. Von
dollars.
Klaus, welcome, man. Good to see you. What's
well,
new in your world, man?
I work. I make great comics. Pages coming in every day. I'm really distracting myself with my work more than ever lately, but I love it. Working on Rerun Man. Fucking the best writing in my career. Just like an undead Hollywood Avenger. Going around being like a boogeyman to all the corrupt elite pedos of Hollywood. It's fucking great. And then I've got Psycho Killers is being colored, and oh man, it just reads like butter. It's like the coolest, most stylish action thing I've ever done.
Is the sign up for that, or is there what can we do for Psycho Killers?
Psycho Killers. I'm calling it. It was just going to be called Volume 1, but I'm starting to call it Mission 1. I think we'll call them each tome. Missions, 132 pages. The full
tome,
first
he
arc.
says.
I like that.
Well, you know, we were bookmakers. We could be romantic about them. But the thing is like it's like the best. It's like, oh my god, I reread it recently and even did a polish on it because I'm like an OCD as fuck, and so like I go back and polish my scripts constantly. But that's what makes them, I think, good. I think it's an advantage. It's how you use your disability or whatever you want to call it for as a superpower. It's something I firmly believe in, especially with guys like us. But
what's your disability? Wait a minute, what's your disability?
He's a writer.
I'm exactly. I'm a writer, don't you understand? I have a bad life. No, for real. I have a obsessiveness, and it's they call it OCD. But when I focus on something, I can make it amazing. I can make it better than everyone else. But I have to put that focus in where I'm like hypnotized by it for a while. And I'm like doing like 3 books at once. I'm also doing Terror in the Trenches 2. Fucking, it's so beautiful and violent and awesome. Like I repolished that script recently too, because I like to revisit, right? Because I haven't looked at it in a while and I'm about to run the campaign on it. Like, is this thing ready to rock? Like, it's such good writing. The action like drives the story while the human side kind of leaks in while the battles happen. It's very kind of like me developing my style, which I like to have. I like action movies. I grew up in the 80s. I love good action and good horror. And I'm trying to kind of bringing back what worked back then through what I do, but I'm trying to make cool original shit. And all of it kind of has a dark, gnarly edge because it's just the way I am. And all of it's funny as shit too. It'll make you laugh. So I like to add those laughs. It's just part of the fun. It's part of how I see the world in my sense of humor. So, I don't know.
Dude, when is Psycho Killers?
There's no hard date from Adam. Adam's like our Minch running that. Wink, wink. And,
Uber Minch.
Call him the Uber Minch of Psycho Killer. And so he's working with the colorist behind the scenes while I'm working on all my other books. And I get updates every now and then. I think they've finished coloring almost a third of it, half of it. And he says he wants to finish the whole thing before we launch. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe get halfway. You know what I mean? And because this thing is ready to rock. The art's amazing. It's Paul does it, Paul Gorey. And he's got this really retro manga-ish style, but it kind of suits the book and the kind of Golgo 13 inspired badassery that it is.
Oh yeah.
After the creator died, I was like, he was so awesome. He created Golgo 13. That's like a pure story, right? Like that's a story you could tell forever because you never give away his backstory. Like he's just Go-Go 13 on a mission. He's got to kill someone before it's over. How's he going to do it? That's pure. Like you can't. They can. That's why he's dead, and they're still making Go-Go 13s right now. Like his team was like, "We will honor his memory."
Yeah, it's like James
I love
Bond.
Japan for that shit.
I love how your camera zoomed in on you as you were like, "We will honor his memory." It was
it's a never-ending IP, right? Like James Bond, you can keep doing it. Honestly, bro, like Psycho Killers is one of my favorite comics.
Yes,
to come out of this entire group.
Of
everybody in CG. Thanks, I still got my foil issue 0 preview book, which is fucking beautiful, dude.
So sick.
Which I didn't even open because I wanted to be like preserved.
Right.
I opened the shit with gloves, by the way. Like I literally put gloves on when I opened some of these books, dude.
That's so cool. I love
man.
that, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is the first book going to be color, or is it still going to be black and white?
Yeah, we're coloring the opening.
Oh, you're doing
book,
color.
too.
Okay.
And I even rewrote and polished it and changed a few little things. So what you have is truly a unique pressing of the beginning.
This is called number 1, right? This one?
It's Mission 0.
Oh, Mission 0.
Yeah.
Even though
Top
you've already
secret
had
mission.
issue 0.
Yeah. This is it. We did that to raise some more money to keep making the book, and it worked out awesome. People came out for it, gave it a shot, and they all seem to really dig it. It's me getting to do my version of like James Bond, very inspired by Go-Go 13. It's very violent. A family of psychic assassins are out to kill each other. So they all grew up together. So while they fight, there are these beautiful flashbacky moments of like them growing up as kids and learning to become killers, learning how to use their psychic abilities in this really physical, deadly way. And all the while, it has like the sharp stylishness of James Bond that I feel like I want to, you know what I mean? It's when you're a writer, I think other writers probably do this exact same thing. You see things, you're never going to write James Bond, but you can do a contribution to that kind of style and genre in your own cool way and have fun with it. Do your own spy movie. So, but this isn't even a spy movie. I mean, this is psychic assassins of doom. I'm talking about these guys are these are the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. When they walk into a building, they might walk out and the building will crumble behind them and they'll kill everyone in it, no problem, and walk out without like a scratch on them. I wanted to take psychic abilities that we see usually as docile, something that's not going to hurt you.
Useless,
and then figured out ways to use it physically to absolutely blow people's heads off. So it's like really physical. It's very sexy. It's stylish. It's kind of James Bondy. It's kind of Tarantino. I don't know. I hope people dig it. I'm glad you do, man. Thanks, Carmen.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's also got a little bit of that. Did you see the show Legion? We've talked about it on the screen. Right?
Oh, Legion's so good. Foster, have you seen that?
Vaughn froze.
Oh, he got frozen.
With a nice smile over there.
That smile, he was like,
"Are you back now?"
Am I moving again?
Legion had like a ragtag group of like, it's almost like the X-Men, but like a true to life version of it, where everyone was flawed and a little bit psychotic and weird, and so it reminded me. Yeah, it reminded me of that a little bit too, with the Psycho Killers group of psychic assassins, and so I like the vibe. I like the vibe for sure.
Thanks. What is fun about it is his flashbacks aren't just flashbacks for like, oh look, they used to be kids. Isn't this crazy? It's every psychic assassin he goes up against is so powerful and deadly. He kind of gets overwhelmed at first. Of course, that's how good fights go. But then the hero somehow finds a way, right? Well, he finds a way through remembering their childhood together. It like unlocks the code to beating them. And I just think that's going to be so cool because it's going to be different for everyone, right? It's going to be a different story within the story of him dealing with them in the past and then like figuring out how to beat them in the present. If that makes sense.
No, it does. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Like Carbon said, like that's also, I don't know, that's my favorite IP of yours that you've ever done is the Psycho Killer stuff. And I'm super excited to get the next issue.
Cool. Thanks, man. Awesome. It was cool to like break away from just like supernatural stuff and go into just like, how do I make psychic powers cool? And get to tell a cool assassin story. It's so much fun. So I'm
well,
glad
then
you
like
guys
the
dug
way
it.
you named all those characters too was very unique and very interesting. Like
They're all named after toxins.
right, and it's
Real
very
life
cool.
toxins. Yeah, I didn't know there were so many toxins with so many weird names, and it was really fun to figure out like how the toxin or the name or the way the name of the toxin kind of could fit with the character. Like for instance, Phototox. She's a super hot supermodel who has the ability. She has photokinesis, where you can manipulate light with psychic powers. And so it's like Phototox. Well, the word photo's in there, and she gets her photo taken because she's a freaking model. So it like, I don't know. It all jams. This whole book jams when you read it and figure out the characters. But the reason they're named after toxins is because the guy who trained them and named them, they don't know their real names. They just woke up in a government lab, dude. They got wiped from a lot of their childhood, man. So what ended up happening? So they just grow up as like these toxin names, and it's because he wants them to be the poison that brings down what he sees as a corrupt system. So he's like, he was named after a toxin too. He's Dinotox, which is great because he's old Dino. He's like elder, and he's kind of like Silver Fox, Pierce Brosnan, and he was named Dinotox the first. And he worked for the governments. Saw the corruption, looked the other way, but now in his older age, he's like, I'm going to train these kids to bring it all down. So that's their daddy, pretty much. Psychic killer. Badass.
Do you ever, Vaughn, you have so many different IPs. Do you ever like make references to your other IPs in your books?
I've thought of, I've like done little jokes that I think someone could catch, you know? And
I do stuff like that.
Before I did Black Terror, in the background of one of the Monster MD stories, I put a little skull and crossbones and wrote terror under it on like a little graffiti to let people know like this is what I'm doing next.
Nice.
Little hint. Things like that.
Very cool.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah. It's good stuff. I like what I do. It is a little overwhelming because I'm doing like all these books at once, and then I'm trying to do these web comics with Eric Weathers and this other awesome artist that I found. I'm doing a full-on comedy, action, sci-fi, crazy thing, and we'll just see how you guys like it. If you do, we will definitely crowdfund and print the hell out of it. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, I'm really busy, guys. What about you? What are you up to? What is new?
Not much.
I want to start. I want to show something. See, this is the thing is when I'm not on my own channel.
Bye.
Check.
Thank you, Carbon.
I had to do it.
Power.
Now you know you're my main man. You're my main man, Pat.
When
you know
I'm
that.
not when I'm not on my own channel, I don't have control over these things, so I can't like make it. But I want to show something. This is going to be so. I showed recently. I posted about how Phenomenon #2 is well on its way to fulfillment. I got the prototypes in the mail. Like they're
that's the cover I want.
Oh wow. Baby. See,
I love it.
Peter knows that this is not even the real image that's going to appear on the back of the covers. Although Peter, I did want to ask you because I wanted to ask you if we could put this on one of those, and I would ask you which cover you would like it to be put on. You know, it's A, B, C, D. But anyway, we'll get to that. Phenomenon is going, but I did Phenomenal Tales #1 with Minotaur. That was the thing that was actually a book people responded pretty well to. And now I have Phenomenal Tales that's Phenomenal Tales #1 right there that Peter's got. Cool. Now we're working on Phenomenal Tales #2. And actually I'm working on it with Peter Gilmore here. And so I'm very excited for people to be hear about this comic. We're going to start talking about it in about, I don't know, 3-4 weeks or so.
Holy shit.
I get to draw scary shit.
That's right.
That's
looks good.
That's nice.
So Phenomenal Tales #2 is, while it is within the universe of Phenomenon, it is set significantly further back in history. So this one occurs approximately in the 1500s. There's going to be an exact number on that once I get an exact number on.
I'm British, so I can say it's during the Indian Wars.
The Indian Wars.
I can say Indian Wars because I'm British and I don't know any better.
Right? He doesn't know any better. You can't blame him.
The New World Takeover.
So this is going to be a very, very exciting story. I'm so stoked about this story. I actually first told Peter about this idea that I had for a story, I don't know, a year and a half ago or something.
Yeah.
And now it's going to come to fruition.
For a year. No.
Yeah, you were like, no, I don't have time.
I don't know what I was doing at the time. Was I doing Super Dead? I don't know what.
I think you were finishing up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were finishing up Super Dead 2.
Or Jack the Ripper.
Because that's what we were promoting at the time. So I'm pretty sure that's what was going on. But either way, long story short, Phenomenal Tales number 2 is called The River of Blood. And like all of my stories, so Phenomenon is set in a universe that exists within our own actual universe. So the historical events that I reference in Phenomenon are real historical events. But now we're so far back here. We're pre-1995 where all of my fictional shit occurs. So now at this point, we're talking about a historical event that occurred a long, long time ago. And this is so what I'm sorry, I don't have the pitch down quite yet, but the long story short is there is a group of Native Americans who experience a terrifying creature that assaults them and essentially kidnaps them and eats them. And so they have to. No, it's not. It's not Frege.
I don't know. I thought this was a picture of Frege. I reached out for a handshake.
Whoa. Could be.
I see it now.
But so this is a story about Native American mythology, essentially, and
sweet.
Native American history. This story is entirely, completely based upon real life narratives that real human beings have said have occurred. So, everybody says, oh, well, if I can't see it with my own eyes, it didn't happen, or yada, yada, yada. Well, the fact of the matter is that all of history is just some narrative from some guy telling you what he saw and it being written down and people deciding, okay, I think this is real or I think this is not real. So this story is based upon an actual narrative told by a Paiute Native American in regards to certain things that we're going to get into that later. I'm just introducing you guys to the concept right now. But as you can see, it's not like a boring historical comic book. Obviously, there's this crazy creature here. So it's not going to be something that you're like, oh, God, I have to read a history book. That's not. No. I'm showing you guys the coolest stuff.
This is American mythology, baby.
That's what it is. American mythology. It's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be lots of carnage and blood and gore and nasty
Yes. Peter, would you mind if I told you you're my favorite horror artist working in indie right now?
He minds very much. He's very
he's upset by that.
I've watched Peter grow so much over the years because he's been around for a while and done a lot of books, and I have a few, and they're fantastic. And like he just gets better and better.
Yeah.
It's awesome watching you grow, Peter.
And what he means is that you're his favorite horror artist.
Yeah, that's especially that.
Look, I could show you some artwork.
We don't want to
Every artist has a dirty art book, so even Dr. Seuss.
I mean, I was literally the other day working on. I don't know if anyone remembers a book I did called Rocket Gal ages ago.
Oh yeah,
and I've been threatening to do another one for a long time, but I couldn't because the art on the first one was, I was looking back to it the other day, and I was like, Christ! And you let this go to print. You fucking ass.
That's how artists feel about all their work. It's the curse.
Look at Rocky Gal. It's not great. Some of it's okay.
Yeah.
But when drawing things from certain angles, it's like shit. Or that
he wasn't there yet. Yeah.
It just wasn't there at all. Not at all. And I could show you actually because I've been redesigning it. But I don't know if YouTube will like it because Rocket Gal doesn't wear any clothes really.
No nipples.
She,
As long as
there's
there's
no
no-
nipples,
a rocket.
there's no nipples, there's no vagina. It's all covered up. Because the thing was,
No
with it,
lips,
she's got-
nipples or
she's
lips.
got like a necklace and long hair, and the long hair and the necklace always cover the parts. You know,
There
it's
you
one
go.
of those. It's
So she's
sexy
called
without
Rocket
being
Girl.
obscene.
Because she makes your rocket go off
Right.
at first
That's what
sight.
it is.
Do you want to see it? I don't know if it's too much for YouTube.
Yeah, I want to see naked women.
Drawn
Can
by
we
you.
send Rocket Girl over to
Sure.
Iran? Maybe that would calm them down.
I guess
We already
I'll have
did.
to be the judge.
Look, I mean, look.
Is she related
Hang
to
on.
Rocket Man from North Korea by any chance?
I don't want to share that. I want to
Rocket sauce.
So this is kind of this is the evolution of the character, really.
Let me
I
take
think
this
you're,
down.
yeah, I think you're good. I think.
What
you're
was
fine.
the name of that
this is
creature?
dude. This is only the first image that I drew like fucking 10 years ago.
Oh
This is,
yeah.
so this is how she started out. She was kind of like
See,
Barbarella.
This is where he was. You know what I mean?
This is, you know, and then so when the book came out,
Now he's so
she
much
looked like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, hold
cool.
on. You got powers to flip? I didn't know about this.
It's like
Hmm?
topless Barbarella stripper.
Yeah.
You can
So-
flip images.
And Rooster or Booster.
Booster, yeah. And then I was going to redo it. I think it was a couple of years ago. I was going to do it again. So I wanted to do more realistic. So we went a bit Frank Cho, you know,
Yeah.
kind of. But it doesn't really.
I don't
work
like the way
realistic.
that dog. I don't like the way that dog's looking at her.
It's
Yeah.
Frank Cho. It's 100% fucking Frank Cho, ripped off completely. So you know, but I kind of like the cartoon thing. So now I apologize, YouTube, and I can flick off this image really fast.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's okay.
Is that okay?
But just in case, I'm gonna pull
So
it down.
That's like
kind
a
of this-
tax.
this-
It reminds me of tax.
Just in case, Peter.
Yeah, just.
But
in case.
yeah.
But that's where I'm at now. So
That's
she's
the
from a
one you
cartoon.
get a tattoo of. That was the good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let me stop sharing that. There we go.
Tex Avery. It reminded
But
me of Tex Avery.
believe you me, I am a fan of a woman bending over. Can't go wrong.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah, even
Wait,
ugly ones,
I'm
really.
just waiting for that
Fine.
little thing in the corner of the screen to go from red live to grey, not live.
Yeah. Okay. We just got nuked. No, I'm kidding.
Gosh.
It's to be fair, there was a gun in one of those pictures. It was a red ray gun, you know, 1950s retro sci-fi thing.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, that's what I was screwing around with the other
It's
day.
funny what the borderline is though, because even Instagram has like this weird amorphous line of what's allowable. Like where I've heard girls say that like if they post a picture of them in the thong, they'll get taken down because their ass can't be showing. But I'm like, my entire page is all asses. Like I don't know what you're talking about. So
I'm a butt man.
That's like YouTube's rules, though, isn't it? You can't do nudity and stuff, but you can have a naked yoga channel.
Yeah, right.
Weird. Makes no fucking sense.
Oh my god. Look,
They'll
I
hide
think at
my
this
artwork.
point, guys, like it seems pretty obvious to me. I don't think it was an algorithmical mistake. By the way, I just made an adjectival form of the word algorithm. Algorithmical.
Adjectival?
Isn't that cool?
yeah.
Adjectival's a word. It's the adjectival version of the word adjective.
Could be the
Got it.
nerdiest word in all of history.
Oh, I'm a writer, bitch. What are you gonna do now?
He's writing.
Well, this isn't good because I'm a writer too. So I knew what you were talking about the whole time. I was just feigning ignorance.
This doesn't.
You guys
sound right.
didn't. You guys didn't forget Katie, right? Like you didn't leave her back there.
No,
right?
she went washed her hair.
No. I got my eyes open. Yeah, no. She said she'll be.
Katie is my other personality. So
Yeah,
like
right.
I drop off and then she comes on. It's
Look,
Right.
Ben, if
me,
you can
but,
become an
know.
attractive blonde woman for us, then I think we can keep you on.
I am blonde.
Clip, and snip, snip.
Hey,
How do you get this
Patrick.
thing working?
Patrick, be careful what you wish for.
What do
Be
you?
careful
Oh
when you-
God, no!
'cause-
Ben becomes trans and then destroys ComicsGate.
All he has to do is shave and throw on a blonde wig, and we're good to go.
To be honest,
I have blonde hair.
If Ben did that,
Grow
we
out your
could not be
locks.
canceled anymore.
Ben, if you came on the Commandos next show on the 69th show is in a wig, a blonde wig, I would not argue. I would be
Is
so
my mic
funny.
on? Testing.
Oh
guys hear
man,
me?
see, I see all these old guys
Well,
shaking their
look,
heads.
look,
They're like, "Oh
look.
no, that was
If
really
that were
gay
to
for him
happen,
say."
it would be the ultimate roasting session of your entire life. So I'll
don't
just
know,
give you
I've
that
been roasted
warning.
a lot.
I'll give you that warning. If you want to do that, be warned. Okay?
What's the plan for 69, dudes?
Oh, bro, the whole show. We're gonna turn it on the whole show on its head.
Peter's got crazy hair.
Nobody
Killer
gets that joke. I've
clowns.
said that joke twice now. Nobody fucking gets it. Oh my god.
What?
joke?
I wasn't listening.
We're doing wigs now.
I said for episode 69, we're gonna turn everything on its head. Nobody
that's
gets
pretty
the
good.
joke.
That's pretty
See,
good.
no, but nobody gets it. Everybody doesn't laugh at it. It's funny. It's
Well,
fucking funny.
It went over my head the first time.
It's a bit out there.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
It's too
either.
intellectually advanced
It's
for
like
you
okay,
plebeians.
like-
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
problem.
no,
Like, I get
we
it.
Need, we need better.
Hey,
We
I'm
need better.
I'm smart. I played the Metal Gear Solid games.
Right?
Yeah.
I understood what Hideo was putting down.
clowns.
I get it.
69 for 69. You know, that's a good point. We need to plan some crazy shit.
Bro, I need to get monetized before that so that I can say 69 for 69.
And you know what? By then, we need to be on Rumble too, because
Oh.
you know these motherfuckers are gonna come for us.
You can be
How-
damn sure that
how
the next
close are you
Commando
to get
show will be
monetized?
on. Look at this guy. he's got the nose too.
Well,
Peter, we might get demonetized and stricken from the channel just for you sexually assaulting us with that look right now.
oh god.
What was your clown name be, Peter?
My clown name is Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles.
That was your stripper
Mr.
name
Jingles.
too, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. No, that stripper name was Mr. Jangles.
Oh,
Oh,
Mr.
whoa.
Bojangles.
jingle, jangle, jingle, baby. Yeah.
That's good, yeah. Check out
You
my
want a name
tinsel
that sounds
bottle.
like the cats' names of the women who hired you.
Yeah.
You know? It helps them feel comfortable.
so specific.
Oh man,
You know.
I love how specific that was. You want the name of the cat's name of the woman that hired you.
This is a total non sequitur, but Vaughn, I gotta say, you look a lot like Dean Cain.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Wow.
Dean.
Okay, that's new. That must mean I'm getting older and more
the Superman?
Spanish
The
or
Superman?
something.
Not old Dean Cain. I mean young Dean Cain.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'll take that.
I'm not seeing it, Ben.
When I
No.
was younger, people were like young James Spader, and then I get a little older, and people are like more handsome Michael Shannon. And like now I'm down to Dean Cain.
No, you're
I mean, when I was
I
younger,
compared you to
I had long
Superman.
hair. I had long hair.
You know, actually, I got it, Vaughn. I figured it out. I gotta look up the actor's name. The dude, Josh Duhamel, the guy that was in Transformers. Josh
Oh
Duhamel.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he married Fergie. Remember that?
No, I
That's
didn't know that. He didn't know he did that.
yeah, but yeah, that's the
Wow.
closest I would say. You look like him. I gotta pull up a picture.
That's a French name.
You see, I got the
Yeah.
obscure actors. You
Calm
see,
down, Frederick. Just because he's
I co-
French doesn't mean
I
he's
come
your
in
friend.
with the fucking deep cuts.
There's deep dives. Well, yeah, thank you. I met Michael Shannon, really tall dude. My friend just sat there drunk looking at both of us and going, uncanny. Uncanny.
You know, the funny
Thought
thing
I looked
is,
just
though,
like him.
Vaughn, you never grow your beard out. If you grew your beard out, you'd look just like this dude.
Oh shit. I could
can't.
be getting Fergie pussy.
You can't, can
Oh.
you? I'm gonna guess right now. I'm not trying to be mean, Vaughn, but I don't think you can grow a beard out.
No, you're not being mean, dude. I have very light body hair. I'm
Yeah,
very
That's what
I got
figured.
my dad's like what hair, Gene? Like,
Well, we didn't need to
like,
know
I don't know
that.
if I need to sit there with one of those. I don't know if I want to be the guy who sits there with one of those prickly things and rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets, but you know what I mean? Like, you do that to get your beard to grow out more. I could do that, but like I've never let it fully go to see what would happen. I'm scared it would be like, look like roadkill or something. Oh yeah. I've never been told I look like him before either. This is like a lot of new ones tonight.
Yeah, but if you got this haircut and grew a goatee, you could totally disguise yourself as this dude. Like, this would be the Halloween costume for sure.
It's a very light goatee there.
Yeah, but you got the stubble going.
I could do that.
Actually, this is the only picture I could find where he doesn't have the a beard, because he always has a beard going on.
Okay.
But yeah,
Vaughn, you could look attractive if you decided to.
If I really cared.
Right, if you wanted to.
You're talking to a man who gave up long ago.
If you wanted to get mad, to get mad puss.
Gave up long ago.
If I want to, like if I decide to turn the faucet on again and pretend like I'm in Chicago.
right.
Yeah.
What I'm learning from this really is that Corbin spends a lot of time looking at pictures of Josh, whatever his name is. On the internet.
Thank God. Thank God, it's finally not me who's gay. It's Carbon.
Hey,
oh no, you're still a twink. You're still
as long as we're both twinks, it's okay.
Hey, listen, I'm a connoisseur of the world. I know of all kinds of people, all kinds of things. Okay,
I mean,
I love Carbon.
You're really knocking on the door there, buddy.
Simmer down now. Simmer down.
Oh my God.
No,
well, at least Monster,
Yep.
least you don't look like Peter Gilmore. You know what I'm saying?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, there we go. Don't mess with my Peter, dude.
Hey.
Look, I want to have nothing to do with your Peter, okay, fella?
Yeah, okay. Sounds real serious there.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
please somebody strike us.
Guys, speaking of the world, look,
I
got to bring this up because, as you know, every week on Commandos, we talk crucial, impactful news.
Right.
And we got to bring this up. The goings on of the prior week. And
God. I hope you're bringing up the thing I want to bring up, because if you're not, I'm going to bring it up.
Well, if this isn't it, then you could do it afterwards. But
okay,
to me, this is one of the most crucial moments of the past week.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it is, regardless.
Yes. Okay.
Obviously.
Oh,
historical.
Thank
it
you.
is historical. It's fucking epic.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand?
One of the greatest moments, probably. It might actually be one of the greatest moments in all of history.
Oh, it's so amazing.
God bless America. God bless Trump.
Wow. I've not seen that. I've not seen
You've
that.
not
before.
seen that, dude? It's so great. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's so good, dude.
Well, think about it. He's never dropped an F-bomb before, right? We always felt like he was about to, but he never did. He finally does when it comes to this issue. That's so people will fucking listen.
That's very true.
It's gonna be
that's for people who pretend like there's a lot of people out there who think that Trump is retarded. They think, that he's very stupid, that he's incapable of yada yada. No, you don't understand. You may not like what he does, you may not like what he says, but the man is actually quite brilliant when it comes to politics. Like, he is brilliant. Like you said, Vaughn, he's never ever said the F word before, but he drops it in this scenario. That's so powerful. Like, it's crazy. Like, I heard that and I was like, oh shit, because I was very disappointed, and to be honest with you, about the fact that we bombed Iran. I think I have a very nuanced opinion about that whole subject, but this comment coming from Trump is, I was like, I saw that and I sent it immediately to my dad, who's much more you know, not to be, he's my father, so I will always respect him, but he's more run of the mill Republican than I am, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him and I was like, all right, now this is a good look. Like, this is a good look. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's so great.
Well, the funny thing is that, I mean, not only is it's automatically funny that he's just saying that, right?
Mhm.
But he's saying it for something that's appropriate for him to say it for, because at this point, if you know what's been happening, if you've been following, you know, there was supposed to be a ceasefire between Israel and Iran, and it's been broken. And so now it led to this saying they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The thing is, this is agreeable to everybody. This soundbite that he just did is agreeable to absolutely everybody, left and right. Right? Like, everybody found it funny. Everybody found it to be like, okay, like, for once, I know what's going on. So, yeah, I mean,
like, I'm frustrated with both also. Like, in fact, yeah, like you said, it's like there was a ceasefire. It's like, okay, everybody chill. It's like, well, we're gonna sneak in another attack. It's like, no.
Yeah.
And the world keeps burning.
Yay.
Yeah, well, see, it's a really interesting scenario, man. I liked that Trump. I always heard of peace through strength growing up. I never seen it until Trump, so I thought that was interesting.
Now, the question I like to ask people, and so I'm going to be the guy everybody hates now. Okay.
You're going to be.
I'm about to be. Yeah, it's never happened before. But I just feel like Iran is like you. Okay, so Iran hates you, and they think that you're the great devil because you completely support Israel in every situation. And then in a situation where you could or could not have supported Israel, you 100% supported Israel and you bombed them. Like, my thing is, like, what makes people think, well, all this is a Band-Aid. Iran is going to forever hate us. They're going to forever try to make nukes. Like, they're going to forever consider America the great devil. So at what point do we go, okay, what can we do to psychologically manipulate Iran into actually liking us?
Give them
instead of just
McDonald's.
bombing them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm at the point where it's like, yeah, you could continue this whole military industrial complex. Like, we're going to bomb them. And then 20 years later, we're going to bomb them again to keep peace. But it's like, you're not making peace. You're just making them hold off for another 20, 30 years before they do the same thing that they've always wanted to do again. That's my, you know what I mean? Like, I know I'm sounding like a negative Nancy. You know, people want to believe Trump and believe what Trump says, and this, that, and the other. This clip here was the best thing Trump's ever said, because he's taken the blame off of Iran, essentially, and saying they're both fucking up, which is, I think, 100% true. They both hate each other, and they've engaged in this stupid fucking war off of ideological and religious differences for forever. And Trump recognizes that, and he's saying that. And I think that's cool. But at the same time, I'm still kind of like, you know, when can we just like call this? It's all bullshit. Can we just stop engaging in their stupid Middle Eastern wars?
We'll see, man. We'll see. Trump's good at making deals with people and giving
That's
them
true.
what they want, so they
Yeah.
do become friendly. So let's just see how it plays out.
That's true.
Well, you know, let me give my 2 cents on this, because in terms of the latest move that was done, which was, you know, Trump deciding to actually bomb the nuclear sites in Iran, a lot of people obviously were against that. I get that. I agreed with that move from a chess match standpoint, because if it's a chess match in which, because the previous move was obviously Israel bombed Iran's nuclear sites, right? A few weeks ago. Then Iran's been bombing Tel Aviv to shit, right? Which, by the way, no one wants to talk about, because you have all these liberals in the streets, you know, chanting, let's be humanitarian, but they're not talking about Tel Aviv getting blown to bits, right? And you can see it in the videos. Then Iran goes, if the U.S. gets involved, they said this publicly. They said, if the U.S. aids Israel by supplying them at all, we will consider that the U.S. being at war with us, right? So that's a move. Then that's when I knew that the war was coming, because at that point, if the U.S. does anything, we're pretty much at war, right? Because we're not going to completely just disappear and not be involved at all, because we've been supplying Israel.
Well, we're not going to not support Israel. Yeah, the country itself.
But we've been allies, though. I'm not saying that I'm not in love with Israel.
No, neither am I. I'm just saying, that's the fact of the matter is that we're technically allies.
We've been doing this. We're not going to suddenly go, oh, you know what? You're right. We're not going to fund them anymore. So clearly, at that point, it was game on. It was a checkmate move. So Trump decided, without telling anybody, I'm just going to bomb these fucking sites without even informing the Congress, so that way it wouldn't be foiled. I thought that would have been the end. I thought that actually, once the ceasefire was announced yesterday, it was yesterday, I was like, okay, it won. Like he did it. He pulled it off. But apparently he's right. These two assholes, Israel and Iran, they're not going to stop. And now I know that.
Well,
no matter what, they're not going to stop fighting each other until the bitter end.
So I was at what was it? Bandanas BBQ yesterday with my old man. And we went in there. He had a bag for me, like with it was a gift inside of it, but the bag said, "Spoiler alert, it's not a pony." And all the people made fun of me when I came in. They're like, "Sorry, it's not a pony." And I was like, "Fuck you, I'm gone then." I didn't say fuck you, but anyway. I was talking to my old man. He's very like super hyper conservative. Like he's got very like, how would I put it? Boomer opinions, in the sense of like, now I don't disagree with most of his opinions because ideologically and theologically they fit with what I think. But, he's very much like the Democrats are evil, the Republicans are good. And he's not willing to consider the concept that like the bad guys rule everybody and control everybody. So that's where he and I differ. But his opinion on that was that, and correct me if I'm mistaken on this, because I actually don't know. It seems like from what I know, Trump said we're going to have a ceasefire, and then Iran launched a few more missiles, not Israel. Is that correct?
Yeah, they actually went out and bought more missiles as well. Like they tanked the price of Bitcoin buying missiles.
Oh, see, this is where Patrick.
I think it's hard to prove. I mean, from what I've heard, Patrick.
Yeah,
the ceasefire was supposed to be yesterday, right? And I think it was actually Israel, because in that quote that I just showed, that video with the F-bomb,
like Israel was the one who did the bombing.
That Israel launched everything they got just right before the deadline so that they can get everything out.
Okay,
and he said that's why that was fucking stupid to do.
So my old man was under the impression, and I said, I had not researched the subject long enough to know like who had fired the last shot or whatever. It makes sense to me that an Islamic regime would feel compelled in a situation where Donald J. Trump, the president of the great Satan, says, you're going to stop firing now. Like, it makes sense to me that they would, in order to save face to their own people, at the very least, shoot one more missile off, just to be like, fuck you. Like, no, we're not going to listen to what you say. We're going to do what our thing is, even though they understand and they're considering.
Yeah, that's retarded, though.
Well, you may think it's retarded, but that's a cultural thing that like will not be retarded to a lot of people in that culture.
Yeah,
like those people will not consider them shooting 1 or 5 more missiles off, even in the face of Trump's, because you got to look at it from their perspective. Like, listen, we started this whole.
Hold on.
No. We started
Patrick,
this whole stream.
Ben, I'm gonna have to say goodnight. And we got a special guest.
No,
Katie Diddy.
Katie Diddy.
Katie P. Diddy, ladies and
Yay!
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Hey.
Please rescue
Hey,
me
Diddy,
from
what's
this
up?
fucking political,
What's
tedious
up?
bullshit.
Oh, Peter. I'm about
You
to
and your
finish. I'll be done,
fucking
Peter, and then I'll
politics.
say nothing more else after this. I promise. I promise
Sorry.
you. Katie, don't
Hi,
talk.
Katie.
Shh, be
Okay.
quiet. Stop talking. My
He hasn't said anything yet.
I know.
Katie, welcome.
I'm
It's
being-
good to
What a
see you.
dick.
Thank
being
you.
mean.
Nice to see
Katie,
you, Katie.
hello.
Hello,
There,
Carvin.
there,
Oh my God, is she done talking yet? God.
Okay, well, go on. God.
I'm just gonna finish what I was saying.
Well, he'll
We
go
want her-
on.
The main
we want her
idea is
analysis.
the main idea.
Like a woman.
Look, Peter, this is a ComicsGate Commandos show. You don't think I'm gonna rant on the show? The main idea is that Iran is just posturing. They send another missile off just to posture to be like, hey, we're in control here, which would make sense culturally speaking that they would do something like that. And so I'm willing to give it a pass. That's all I'm saying. But now you're saying Israel is the last one who fired a missile. Don't know,
Or drop
I don't want-
bomb.
but still,
Big
I would
bombers.
consider it the same thing. They're just like,
I don't want
you
to-
can't tell us what to do. Shoots
Yeah.
missile. Okay, what do you want us to do? That's.
I
what
don't
it
want to
was.
harbor on this
All right,
for too
Peter, you
long.
can get your hand off your face. I'm done.
I thought it was Trump that dropped
Yeah.
the
Hello?
F-bomb at
The
them.
whole
can you-
fucking
I can hear you,
Israel blah, blah,
Carvin.
blah shit.
We can hear you,
going on.
Carvin. It's just, Patrick's running his mouth.
Yeah, Patrick.
Oh.
I don't want to harbor on this for too long. So that was his rant. That was his exit rant.
Oh, right.
Because usually on his show he does an exit rant.
Oh, he does?
So-
Okay.
And I wasn't gonna do this on here.
Well.
No, I didn't want to harbor on the politics for too long.
Yeah.
Katie, let's talk about
I was-
Katie.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's new, Katie.
what's up? Sorry about what happened earlier on Patrick's channel. That's crazy, dude. Like, it makes me nervous to start streaming because it's like, man, they're hitting everybody, and it's crazy. But I'm not surprised because it's a lot of like the trolls in certain chats that.
Do you have a theory, Katie, on why everyone has their temperature turned up so high all of a sudden?
I think it's because
the summer?
because of just what's been. Yeah, well, you got to think of the Embry situation. You got to think about Rob Hunter, and then before that Jimmy. I think it's just building up, and I think people are just kind of are having
Sharks
enough.
in the water.
Yeah.
Like
every time
even
someone
Eric
leaves-
Weathers is getting people like showing up to bully him in a tweet he might like in a thread and like fuck with him. And I'm just going, wow, like I almost have the feeling like they're sweating or upset and wanting a win in some way, but they keep doing all these boneheady things and kind of and needing to spin. And I don't know. They just seem more angry than usual, more upset. So now I'm hearing about all this reporting, so I'm connecting it to that. But maybe
Well, there's back channels and whisper rooms where they're kind of pumping each other up.
Seems like it. Yeah.
Rubbing one out for each other to get themselves excited for something. And I think it's just
deciding who eats the biscuit. That was it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
I
it's not even
think it's just
anytime
it's
someone leaves
retaliation.
anytime someone leaves CG, the rest of those dickheads all kind of, I don't know, they kind of get brave, and and they'll all make a sudden push, and they'll all be in the little DM group saying, "Right, everybody, now let's destroy ComicsGate." No, we'll still be here. Go away.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I was going to say it's not a coincidence. These guys who are launching a full-blown attack on Twitter or X against CG, like Smiller, Boyette, and other guys like Sturgis.
Yep.
They're the type of guys who you can tell aren't getting laid. You
can tell from a mile away.
It's just it's obvious. Like
Now, see, your whole episode, it falls upon its own head and devolves into nothingness. I haven't got laid in 7 years.
Patrick, you gotta switch your mic. Your mic.
Oh shit!
You're on your laptop, Mike.
Did that just now happen, or has it been that way the whole time?
No, you're good now.
No, yeah, it's when you came back.
Okay, sorry. It the past 2 times now, it's like made me not able to hear what you guys are saying, so I had to jump out and come back in. What was I saying?
Well, I will say this while you're thinking about what you're trying to say because you're having a blonde moment. I think what it is, just they're getting more jealous, I think, of, how CG's doing. I truly think that they're trying to get rid of all of us. They're on a full-fledged attack. I mean, think about it, and not many people know this, but Ripoffverse has been getting hit every day. Like, he's close to losing his channel because he's getting somebody that's constantly striking his channel, and then you got John, his stream going down. Like, it's those group of people. I'm convinced it is. I mean, they're doing all the things and saying all the things that SJWs do.
Katie, they attacked Patrick's stream with the same reason that they attacked John's.
It's so fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Have you got a strike yet, or a community strike? What's going on with the channel, Patrick?
Community guidelines.
I've got. I don't look. I'm not into the lingo you guys are, so I don't think I could adequately express to you what it is precisely. But it's a strike where they're like, it's like there was no like in the past when I've gotten hits when YouTube has had an issue with the stream I've done. They've sent me an email and they've gone, hey, your stream was prevented from streaming in this country or this country because of this thing. And they explicitly state what it is. This time they were like, you got taken down. You said it wasn't like you got hit for something. It was more like you did this thing. And so now we're cutting you off for 24 hours. So
you're in timeout right now.
Well, what you pasted was like community guidelines for like references to firearms,
right?
Which was showing Ben's illustration of a science fiction weapon in his arms.
I have a million firearms I could fucking show you. Not a million, but I've got all kinds of crazy shit I could show you that they're like, whatever. And we've even done that before. I've shown people things on streams before. I'm not going to say whose or when or where, but we've done this before and they've not hit anything, which to me says that it's somebody specifically hitting us for bullshit.
Because it's the same exact MO as John Malin. So it's probably this, as you say, Katie, back channel.
Coincidentally, John Malin posted about this too. He posted about me being taken down.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to be honest, if it was an automatic thing, we'd get done every Friday, like I said before, because we show all kinds of death and carnage and fucking dismemberment
and things that could theoretically be copyright, like
we get that all. You
guys show all kinds of things that could be copyrighted, so like it wouldn't make it'd make a lot of sense if you guys got taken down on Friday.
I mean,
but
there's a finite group of people who have been actually making deliberate moves against. So whoever is against John, like who brought down that stream a couple of days ago, pretty much him or his adjacent group is responsible for this too.
Yeah.
And so,
and I'm just going to say, like, I remain neutral in these issues. Like, I stay out of things. I don't go after people on the internet because I don't have time for it.
It doesn't matter, Patrick.
If you no. If you fucking make it so that I have to have time for it, I will go after you. I will go after all the people who I think might be possibly associated with you, and I'll go fucking hard after these people. You can make a fucking fake ass anonymous account to take somebody's account, like. I can do the same thing. You think that I'm like, these people think that I'm a pushover because I don't engage in the same things that they do. If you leave me alone, I will leave you alone. You bring me into the matter, you take my YouTube channel and you put it on the line, you're fucking on the table now. Like now I'm going to have fun. You understand? I'm a vindictive son of a bitch. I'm going to go after you.
Oh, we are going to destroy them in Mind Camp.
Yeah,
here's the thing.
You think you're the only person who can do this bullshit? You're wrong. I can do this bullshit too.
It's not going to stop.
That's
Well,
fine.
I'm not
Here's
going to
the
stop
thing.
making awesome books.
Right.
Yeah,
Stop
now
it.
that
Ain't
the
stopping.
gates
Here's
have been opened and they're after us, they're gonna do all kinds. It's called gay ops because
And you
only
can
gay
see,
people
look,
do it.
you all call
behind-
people call me twinks on this channel all the time. You'll find out how much better I can do gay ops than you can. I've been merciful towards you. So
Twink
far.
ops incoming.
You will, yeah, that's right. Twink ops incoming.
Twink ops.
We're gonna get a whole new
Twink
name for it. Okay. Wow, gay ops was so lame. It was so bad, but I'm way better at doing twink ops than you, and you're gonna find it out. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, here's
you made the wrong enemy. You shouldn't have
as
done
a
this.
man in his 40s, I like my energy to go where I want it to go, not where someone else does. And so these people, in a lot of ways, I can barely remember their names. They don't matter. What I do with my time and energy matters in terms of creating comics and making great stories for people. So I look at it like sometimes I'll poke a little fun or whatever, or I'll have a little critique or make a point. But overall, most energy has to go towards what matters: family, friends, your life, your way.
Yes.
Let them.
I don't
live
have a family.
Missouri Pit. Okay.
I've got my immediate family, but I don't have like a wife and kids. So you guys fucked up.
Well, I agree with
the
Vaughn.
wrong guy
I
who's
mean,
got way too much time.
I agree that most of your energy, you're gonna want to put it towards your work and your craft and what you want to do. Don't let these assholes take your time and your energy towards fighting them, because it's a waste of time. At the end of the day, it's a waste of time.
There's no fighting. There's just retaliatory actions. That's all.
No,
I'm not
but you know
fighting
what I'm saying, though.
No, I know what you're saying, but
They
I'm
want to
still gonna
take
do
your
what I'm gonna
time.
do.
They want to take your time and your energy.
I don't. They
put it towards
They
your
think
work.
that I don't have They think that I don't have time. Like I've got time I could put aside to taking care of these people, which I choose not to because I'd rather work on my stuff. I'd rather do things of value, and But if you make me an enemy, if you go out of your way to create an enemy out of me, I'm going to destroy you. That's really all it comes down. Like I'm done. I'm not going to play this game with you people. Like you're not talking to the same. I'm not going to do this with you. I will go out of my way to make sure that you and all of your friends, all the people who associate with you, have the same issues that I have. You done fucked up. Like you made an enemy out of a guy who wanted to be peaceful. He wanted to fight for love. He wanted to remain outside of all this stupid internet fucking bullshit drama. Now you've brought me into it. All right.
I mean, they're bullies, dude. You don't need to be a bully. You got better things to do, like make cool books. I look at it like just background noise of people fucking with me while I'm pushing my boulder up the hill, like while I'm doing what's important. But I will say there is something to be said. If they're reacting like this, it's not for no reason. If it's organized like this, if it's this and it's at this level of nastiness to where they're trying to get channels taken down, it might tie into Rippaverse not doing as well anymore, and kind of becoming a fading thing. And maybe they're like sweating it, and it's making them more intense and angry with their attacks. Because I mean, people like Snuggie Jr. have said on streams, like, I plan to bully everyone out of ComicsGate. Like, he used the word bully. Like, these people are very pissed off for whatever reason.
Let me speak for. Let me share a couple things. Patrick, you have been targeted since you were on CG Live and you were on Ballers. You are getting noticed. People are noticing you. You're on these streams. You're coming up in ComicsGate. Like I'm telling you right now, you're going to get up to the top. But so that has signaled them to come after you because, well, Ethan and them have been lifting you up. So let's get rid of the people that Ethan's trying to lift up. Also, I think now I'm going to say this. This is what I think it's who it is. This is not the panel's choice of words. This is mine. But War Campaign went after Ruby's channel and he lost it because Ruby wouldn't bend a knee to them. He'd been going back and forth with them for a while and they didn't like it. So they made a couple of threats and now Ruby's stream is gone. So I think this is the deals of War Campaign because they are really hyper focused right now on trying to take down these channels, these streams. They're trying to scare people into not wanting. Well, now do I want to like fire up a stream? I'm afraid I'm going to get, tagged. It's the people in those chats that they encourage. Like, they don't say it outright, but they amp the audience up so much and pump them up to where they make that. They do that. I mean, I've seen it in their chats. I've seen them make threats. I saw them when they made threats with Shane's channel last year, almost a year ago, which is why I was come after pretty hard, because I called them out on it, because I saw it from my own eyes. I saw what they were doing and what they were saying. And so that's my opinion. That's not the panel's opinion, but I think it's them. And I think they're scared, because think about it. Dan Fraga came out, and that recording didn't make him look good, which I'm very glad that Shane Davis did that. I think that's very important, that if anybody in CG is in that situation and you got some of those people there, protect yourself, record it, because now Dan can't come back and say anything. Of course, now they're saying, oh, are you scared of a handshake? So they're trying to already change the narrative, because Dan has embarrassed all of them so bad. So now, right now, what they're playing, they're doing the defense of, well, it's just, Shane's all scared of a handshake. That's what it really is. He's just scared of a handshake. No, you guys got called out. Dan looked like an asshole again. And now you guys are trying to run these gay ops to cover his ass and what y'all were doing. So no, I think it's them, and I think it's the people who associate with them. They're coming after CG, and I think it's because of the success. I think it's because people are seeing the bullshit. Their job is to try to influence some pros to come to their side and buddy up. I think they tried to get in people's ears. Obviously, I learned about it about 2 weeks ago, and to influence them, say, "Look, man, you could have made more on yourselves, or you could have done this. But see, you're associating with ComicsGate, and, you and Ethan's ComicsGate. So and it's like, no, you're forgetting it's the movement. This is the movement where we have the freedom of speech, to freedom to write, to draw, to read what the fuck we want to read, and go against the cancel culture. And they have become what they hated. They are part of the cancel culture now. So that's my opinion. I'm just saying it. But I mean, Ruby's channel, and then now with yours, John's, it's piling up. It's getting.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
I'm ready for me and Tony to get hit.
I'm a very small YouTube channel. Like, I don't.
It doesn't matter, Patrick. You were being noticed by Ethan and being uplifted.
It matters in this particular way, Katie. It matters in this way. You think that you're going to hurt me by taking my channel down and my streams down. You're not going to hurt me. You're just going to make me mad. You're going to make an enemy of me. And as everybody on this panel knows, I avoid this stuff. I avoid it because, I'd rather talk about comic books. I'd rather be positive. Now, you bring me into this stuff, and it gets to a point where it's like, it's less so that I want to defend myself, and more so that I want to, make you suffer for having engaged me in this shit. I don't want to be involved in this shit, but you brought me in. So now, I'm going to do what I have to do. And to be brutally honest with you, I don't care. Because what it's like this. What you've done to me, I will do even worse to you back, except since I don't know who you are, I'm just going to decide that it's people who I think you might be associated with. And then just go from there.
Just mute them, Patrick.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
I have to.
You're gonna,
I mean, Vaughn,
you don't need to go to war.
Correct, because
you don't need to go to war, man.
Here, that's the thing.
Let Vaughn talk. Let Vaughn talk for a sec.
It's fine, Katie. Go ahead.
No, go Vaughn. Go.
I want to hear Vaughn talk.
I didn't have.
I
didn't have that much more to say. I mean, it's not worth your time and energy. And when you give it to them, they're happy because they're trying to fill a void in their own lives. They're miserable. Mm-hmm. They want you down in the misery pit with them. Don't go down there. Fuck that place. Let's have fun and make good comics. That's how you really win. That's for making it fun again for the fans. I mean, look at what Dan did. I mean, that ruined the fun for everyone, and it did make them look ridiculous. Katie was. I think I agreed with what Katie said. She's spot on with this stuff. The whole Shane debacle. It's just a handshake, guys. He's on tape saying, "I'm gonna fuck you up."
Yeah.
Like, you're leaving that part out. How do you spin that? Oh, you can't. Just quick, show a picture of Lex Luthor shaking Superman's hand. Quick. You guys have become like, this is the same old song to us, man. It's like SJWs all over again. They were trying to cancel us, and a lot of us did get canceled. We've been in these trenches for years. We're really good at living here. We will thrive and survive here and make great books that make the fans go, "Oh, I have an alternative. I have something that's real and interesting and has." And what's so interesting about us is that historically in comics, we're significant. We were the first to stand up to cancel culture. You're fucking welcome. We did it before it was cool. When you get fired for like any old fucking thing back then, it was another world, man. Before COVID fucking fucked us up. Anyway, and then we made a place and a network for newcomers and veterans to be able to do their dream books and get them to fans who want more Graham Nolan, who want more R.T. Bear, who want more Aaron Lopresti, who want more all these pros, all of them. I want more John Malin. Marvel's not going to hire him. He's doing his dream books. It's fucking awesome, and to be a part of that is an honor. It is awesome. But anyway, I'm really proud of what we've achieved, and I don't think anyone's going to let it get taken down. And this stream shit, I hope, ends soon. It's just like kind of like a storm we will weather, as many before. And I don't. These people aren't worth my energy. I gotta make the good books. I'm addicted to that. Like, that's where my focus is. I gotta like get more fans. I gotta like let people know how cool this shit is of what we're doing in ComicsGate, because it is good. It is beneficial. It's amazing that these are pro artists who are being put out to pasture by the mainstream. They should be utilizing them. They should be begging them to come. Fans would be like cheer to hear that some of them would come back to do shit, for the mainstream. But no, they get to do their own awesome books, and the fans benefit from that. We're getting really cool, unique books. And then I love all the cool rising talent that came out of nowhere, me included, who are getting to do our books and kind of change the face of indie. I don't know. It's very special, guys. And yes, that can be, people want to destroy it, and they wake up every day, take a shit, and then go on the internet and take a second shit, trying to bring us down, make us feel bad. I just can't take them too serious. I'll poke fun sometimes, but I don't want to give them all that energy, man. I want the focus to be where it should be. What we do in ComicsGate.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I have my own rant now, but
No, you're good. No, you're right.
For the most part,
exactly.
For the most part, a lot of these guys, they remain anonymous. They're faceless Twitter accounts, right? Where they don't even have any followers. And you could end up blocking them even. And so I'm not a fan of blocking anybody who criticizes you, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if it gets to the point where that's all that they want to do, they just want to fuck with you, then at that point I do agree with blocking them. And then, the storm that you mentioned, Vaughn, it's true, because it comes in waves.
Yeah.
And you get rid of these clowns and these trolls, and they're gone, and then you can continue your stuff. But I do have to say, I'm happy that something like Rumble exists, right? Yeah. And actually, even Twitter, because if you remember, before Elon bought Twitter, we couldn't really be ourselves on there like 5 years ago. Things did change, and there was not a retaliation, but a bounce back against the censorship. And I'm glad that we got something like Twitter the way it is right now, and Rumble, because worst comes to worst, if they fight us on YouTube, then we're just gonna have to do Rumble streams. Fuck them,
Yeah.
So that way we could say whatever we want and show whatever we want, and we're gonna keep doing what we're gonna do. So, long story short, we're gonna find a way.
Yeah, we always do.
Yeah, what I would say too, piggybacking off of Vaughn, I agree. I know in my experience, like, I could do like streams and like go over all the bullshit and the lies. I mean, I could bury a lot of these people. But I choose not to because, like Vaughn says, it's a waste of energy. But also, that's what they want you to do. They want you to react so they can say, "Oh, well, you said this and you did that." Like, for instance, someone said, "Hey, back up a clip and show some." Okay, I put up a clip and I didn't say nothing and I left it be. You can't. As much as it pisses you off, like as much as you want to do something, that's what they want to do. They want to trigger you. They want to get you so pissed at when you say all this stuff and then they clip you and then they label you. Just ignore them because that's what really irritates the fuck out of them is that they keep going after you and they don't get a reaction out of you. Like for me, I'm sorry. I block war camping. Anything I block them automatically. Now something's got to criticize or critique, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, because War Campaign, their thing is like, it's not about a discussion or normal criticism. It's like, how do we make your thread so disgusting that everybody doesn't want to even comment or, and it makes it nasty. And it's like, I got to scrub this bottom of my tub real quick. Okay, bye guys. Like, it's gross. It's lame.
The thing with War Campaign is the only people that are left in War Campaign are the dumb ones. The fucking useless. The ones who back on War Campaign were quite big. The people that are left now are just like the dregs, like the bottom of the fucking barrel.
Right.
They're just fucking dumb as fuck. They've got no fucking flair. No, at least back in the day, War Campaign, made a bit more effort. Now they're just worthless, pieces of dead, like skin tags. Just fucking useless.
Yeah, you gotta be the.
And I just block them all. No, anyone even associated with War Campaign, don't care who you are, even if you're there, just fucking agreeing with them or nah, fuck off. Don't want to know yet. You're a waste of skin.
Yeah, they're awful people. They're.
Yeah,
I hate to know what their background is because let me tell you something. Somebody to be that aggressive. Has a lot to hide in their closet,
Yeah.
They've come after my artist, and I'm just like waiting for them to come after my artist more when I like launch new campaigns and stuff. So I'm just gonna have to block. I don't have a very big block list, but if you make it, welcome because. And I just do that for War Campaign too, so I have the same policy.
Like I said, I've had all these assholes blocked for fucking years, and every now and then someone will like send me a screenshot, and it's like, shit, they're still talking about me. They're still making memes about me and Mandy, and it's like, Jesus Christ, fucking 7 years later, and you're still doing it.
Yeah,
I don't even get mad anymore. I'm just like, oh, okay.
I don't either. I went through the phase of being mad, and now at this point, it's just like, it's just not worth my time anymore. Like, really I know you guys want to try to trigger a woman because we are emotional, but you ain't gonna do it. Sorry, it ain't gonna happen.
I love that. I like that about you, Katie. You hang tough.
Try.
You have to when you do what you do. You have to, and to rise above it like that, like you don't give them the energy. They're called energy vampires, and they're miserable in their life. And like I said, it's the misery pit. They want you down in it with them. I've been seeing people post really nasty things about me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought we were cool. Like, and they're like, I don't like him. He's a simp. They keep calling me a simp, and I'm not simping. There's like no woman involved. There's no worship of anyone involved. Like I think it means they're Ethan haters. It always comes down to like, I hate Ethan and he doesn't. So now I don't like Vaughn. And all the guys in his thread about me were guys who used to be my friends who now are like, I don't like him either anymore. And it's like this weird thing where if I don't hate Ethan with these guys, that's the end of our friendship. Well, you guys weren't real friends. You were not really about me as a friend. And I'm glad I don't have to worry or deal with you anymore. But it's sad that I've lost that many friends just for standing for what's true.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's not joining the misery pit. Yeah. They're all miserable orbiters now.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really call them friends, but and you know what I mean? Yeah. It's amazing how many people I thought were cool are just Like, oh no, it turns out you're a fucking asshole too.
I
Okay.
did voice work for one of them, and I almost started an animation studio with another one. Like, and I helped him. I let him live at my house for like a month.
Dude, I've got people fucking bitching and like talking about me behind my back, and I've done covers for free for them because they were, they were new, and I thought, I'll do your cover.
But you don't hate the right people, Peter.
And they're constantly trying to, they keep trying to like sway me over to their side. It's like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Just learn. And they send someone new every time. It's like, no, I'm not interested.
Well, gentlemen, at this point of the evening, I think we're ready to wrap up. It's been a great night.
No, I haven't ranted yet. A second time.
3 rants in.
Well, we don't need to do that.
We have to.
Carbon calls the shots, man.
I mean, I think no, it's been a great night. I don't know what's going to happen with your channel, Patrick. This is crazy, but I guess we'll just have to fucking
tomorrow, won't it? It's only
push forward, man.
Yeah, it's still time
tomorrow. But then what happens the next time I try to stream? Like, can you imagine if we have the ComicsGate Commandos number 69? And we're having a great time. It's number
next week is 69.
69, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy
and they try to
shit.
take us down on 69. That will throw. I'll be done at that point. You'll have created the greatest monster you never knew existed.
We need a for sure,
69.
dude. For sure, next week we need a simultaneous Rumble stream. I'll contact you in advance to make sure that we got that going.
It's already like I've already. Like
I've
got as a tab.
You did it right now.
Rumble up right now. So like
ready to
fuck you faggot ass piece of shit. Like I know that it was not a YouTube algorithm thing. I'm well aware of that. Fuck you faggot ass piece of shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back next week.
Fuck them. But anyway, thank you all. Peter Gilmore, always a pleasure. Mr. Frederick Gumon. Obviously the general.
Rad, dude.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Frederick's doing great work with Rattel #1 here, ladies and gentlemen. It's only a matter of time before Rattel becomes something in people's eyes, and I'm very excited for it. It's gonna be a great time.
Thank you.
Great.
Can't wait for Rattel #1 and Shungite #1.
Yes,
are my most anticipated books of the year.
I'm telling you, if he made a Larry Shungite #1, we'd all buy it. We would all buy it.
Yes, we would.
I would buy it.
All buy it. But anyway, yes, Katie, thank you for coming on. Vaughn, my man, Vaughn Klaus. Good to see you, bro.
You as well.
Thank you, Vaughn.
Thanks for having me on, guys. It was fun.
All right, everybody. Hail to the chat. And have a good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Not out of the stream. We're still fucking going.
Are we still live or are
You
we
can't
not?
take us down.
The controls when we're taught. Carbon.
We will never go down.
We are here to entertain you.
Arvin, do you need help, honey? Do you know where the button is?
The real reason we can't go down is because Carbon can't find the stop button.
Carbon's avatar looks like a hitman in public trying to not look like a hitman.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if he's just like turned his computer off and gone?
That's exactly what he does, though.
Oh shit!
I think he's done with the stream and he's gone.
It would have dropped him, wouldn't it?
A ship
Yeah,
without
yeah.